What's that? It say, if I need to, let me.
If I need to, let me. Oh, now listen back. That shit sounded nuts, man.
It did. If I need to, let me.
How about that? If I need to, let me.
I can't stop you. You're right. Want me to do slap the tears back in your eyes?
That's one of like the clips we just need to have on deck.
Yeah. That's what because I meant to ask Harlan. Yeah, I meant to ask Harlan because I got I got my own same account as the one y'all use, whatever the premium account. I don't see nothing about no soundboard. I meant to ask him about that. That would up our production level so much. Like I said, if we weren't doing a turnover overnight, my boy said it'd be dope at that shit.
What's up?
I said if we weren't doing like a turnover overnight, my man said would be awesome at like doing the editing. He's good at putting in the little drops and the fade in, fade out type stuff. He's real good at that shit.
Tennessee is dropping bags.
Of course, Tennessee got
They've
that.
Been doing that. Tennessee been doing that for.
They can legally do it now. They got a crazy bag, bro.
Yeah, but they've been doing it, and the results have been subpar.
No, they have been. They laid off that shit since Kiffin, bro. They haven't went crazy since Kiffin.
Remember they just got busted with
they always go crazy in the summer. They do like they load up and then that shit falls apart. That's been Tennessee's.
Everybody just take their money and leave.
Yeah, but no, they weren't really paying. They just promises and shit. They pay you for visits back then, but
Tennessee remember they just got busted
the
with
the games was getting played for Tennessee the last few years. That's all.
Remember they just got busted with the McDonald's bag thing though.
Yeah, that shit don't mean nothing.
But I'm just saying that was recent.
I think that shit was false. That was with my man whatchamacallit, but they threw that shit out. Pruitt. Yeah, he
oh, that's right, because he's suing them, right? Yeah.
They pretty much set him up, pulled a fast one to get him up out of there. Hey, this pre-show stuff, man. Everybody that's listening to if you tuning in, we just pre-show vibing, waiting on CJ to get his internet together. Larry Young want to be a Nike school again, so he got a shoe back there.
That's the Miami. I do want to be a Nike school again. I never want to go Adidas. Although I will thank them for teaching me that the Ultra Boost is the most comfortable sneaker.
Oh man, that motherfucker fire.
That is. I used to think it was my Vapor Maxes.
Nah.
Vapor Maxes are nice, but
I don't even think Vapor Max like comfortable like that. I don't know. I got a couple pair even in the Gator colors. It just don't hit. It don't hit for me like that, man. They look fly, but comfortability ain't for my foot. I think all feet are different. But
yeah, that's true too. Yeah. All of mine though are only Vapor Maxes I got are the utilities. So they like the upper material is the same as the Ultra Boost. It's like that stretchy kind of sock material. So I don't know. Those are the only ones I own. I own like 6 pair of them though. So I don't know how like maybe some of the other ones are constructed on the top.
That Ultra Boost is just so smooth, man. Even when you're running and shit, dog, like it's just a smooth run on your feet, dog. And I used to hate 3 stripes, but when Logan shot me a pair of them, I ain't looked back since.
Nike Finance are almost like Ultra Boost. It's just a bunch of mesh, just like everything upper is mesh.
The mesh is cool, but the sole is where it's at. Like the mesh is comfortable, feels like sockish, but the sole is what separates the Vapor Max and
it's you would think because you like walking on an air bubble. But it's something about that support that's in that Ultra Boost. I can tell the difference. And it's very comfortable. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's got like I think the secret is it having a little more material that actually helps with the shock absorption.
Yeah,
right. And it's still light.
Right, and you still doing with lightweight ass shoe.
New Balance is up there too, though. New Balances are comfortable shoes as well.
Oh no, that's my New Balance up there for me.
I've never owned a
talking about lingo now. I'm sorry to hear that.
As an adult, I've had them as a kid, but no, not in adulthood. There's a few pairs. Matter of fact, the last pair I tried to buy, I got them for like 50% off, and they had the wrong shipping address. And by the time they figured out what was wrong, they ran out of my size. Okay. So I ended up getting them. And that was the last pair I was going to get. They was dope as hell too. There's a few New Balances I definitely would go get.
They're coming back in style. They have like different collabs with like different celebrities. So
no, I don't need them to be in style, man. I need y'all to go with Nikes and leave them old man shoes to me, bro. Like I don't need y'all to go grab no vintage.
They got Jack Harlow.
I've been tweeting about New Balances, dog, for like the last 6-7 years, and people used to joke at me, bro. Don't go get nothing.
I know it was New Balance was always big in the Northeast, though. I know on my Philly and Delaware cats.
Yeah, that's how I got on it.
That was the main. Them boys been on that.
Yes, sir.
They was the ones that put me on the
Saucony's
no socks. Saucony's, oh man, Saucony.
I hate Saucony's.
Oh man, I used to go stupid with them. I haven't caught none in a minute, but yeah, I used to go stupid with them.
Asics was like all right. They have some nice
Asics research too.
You gotta be really cross country running for me to get some Asics. The brothers weren't really rocking the Asics where I'm from.
Oh no, they had like a style pair, like a fashion pair of Asics.
We ain't the same age, Brex.
They look like they look
that shit came out like in 2005 or something, bro. I'm talking about like when I was a kid.
I had Asics in like 5th and 6th grade. I did have a couple of fly Asics.
Yeah.
I seen some new ones now that I would get. They got some dope shit. I ain't bought a pair of sneakers for myself this year though. Like the pair I got in the back. I hope somebody see this. If you could definitely make sure I get these, holla at me, man. I know.
Check this out. I'm gonna text you something, right? Oh, let me see. I hope I didn't delete them. I'm gonna text you some Jordan 1s that the same color scheme, but they expensive as fuck.
Oh yeah. You talking about the Art Basel joints? Yeah, you get. Them shit.
But the dude, my boy that has the Florida Bunny that be at the Kush House, work with us. He got a pair of joints. He's just taxing for him. I think he got a size 11.
Oh, still though, they go for a grip. Man, I remember that was the last time.
1,700, you asking?
Oh, that ain't shit. Not for them.
Yeah.
1,700. Them shits go for like 10 G's. Them go for like 10 stacks. That's a flip. I can't wear them, but I damn
hold on, man. I gotta go through my old pictures.
The Jordan 1s, I think. I'm trying to see. I know they Art Basel because they came out in Miami. The line, that was the last time I saw a crazy line for.
What the hell, CJ? Somebody call CJ, bro.
I think
he was just.
I thought I saw him trying to come in earlier.
Yeah, in and out. Yeah, just there you go again. Trying again. Device. Boy, that boy, like getting his ass whooped right now.
Maybe it's storming. I know it's been like that over here. We had a little.
It's saying that he would need to connect their mic before you can add them to the screen.
Restart your computer, see if you can hear us.
It's telling me that you need to connect your mic before we can add you to the screen, my boy.
Yeah, restart your computer. I had that problem all the time with StreamYard.
Hey, Braxton, keep checking the news of anything interesting, man. It ain't got to be.
You saw the Kyrie thing?
Nah, what happened?
I guess Kyrie the Brooklyn Nets and the Lakers trying to get a trade for Kyrie.
CJ good? Let's see.
Oh shit, that ain't that bad. They done went down. Did they re-release them?
Hurry up!
Oh
shit!
Yeah, they back.
That shit was loud.
Set the tone, baby.
I seen them, the Art Basel, They actually, these ain't bad. 1,500 for my size.
I told you, he had him for like 17. I don't think he's gonna be that far off. But he had him for like 17.
Shit. Now, if he had him 11 is going for 5,500 right now.
Woo.
Yeah, my size.
Tell Migo, man. Migo don't know what's going on out here.
Yeah, my size is 1,500. Shit, I know, right? That's a good flip right there, buddy. Grab them bitches for the 16. You could sell them for 4 and come up quick.
You good, see?
I want them hoes so bad. I promise you, if I ever get my hand on them.
Boy, out of here again.
Man, that shit was trash again, man. Get out. I'm gonna tell you, get the fuck out. Get out of here, man.
Joe Rogan's having Donald Trump on his show.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Rogan. He's not a Trump supporter. Though.
I'm listening to that shit.
I'm listening to that shit. I'm down for some Trump entertainment if he ain't running the country.
Rogan is the kind of guy that I think he's a great podcaster. I don't listen to him, but he got the right guest.
I don't listen to him anymore, but like he's one of the godfathers, dog. Like elite conversationalist. Like I'm not even gonna say podcaster. Like he just could have dope ass conversation. Even when he do the MMA shit and he's covering that, bro, he just have dope ass conversations, man.
He's so well
scientists, sports, whatever. And motherfuckers is just like you said, well diverse.
He's like what they call him? They used to call him back in the day. It's like when you did like several things really well, like art.
Renaissance man.
Renaissance man. Yeah, that's the word. Good catch, man. It's quick too. Yeah, he's like a Renaissance man. That dude's real bright. He just know like he's like that's kind of how I am, but he's definitely more well versed than I.
Yeah,
I know.
That's what I was about to say. That's why I was like, I could relate when you said what word. I was like, yeah, probably me, man. I'm just playing.
Yeah, I got that in my bag, but I don't
Toast,
read
man.
like I need to.
Toast, man. You know, to like drinking a shot in the middle of the day, bro. It's like,
I know vacation.
out the bottle, man. Rum, dog.
Let's go.
It's that Nassau.
Bottoms up. Yeah, this vacation for me, I had to cancel my throat goat. She talking about her period on. She got a heavy flow. She got diarrhea. Hey, okay, all right, man.
Damn, why you had to share that with me though?
You ain't had to say all that. Just say you can't make it.
You ain't had to share that with me either, motherfucker. Why you sharing?
Well, I had to deal with it. You my friend.
Yeah, disrespectful.
I'm like, yo, you could have kept that.
Aren't you glad she didn't come over? Didn't that happen? What, like, that's tell how God work out in mysterious ways. What if she was at the crib and then, like, you know what I'm saying, Mother Nature kick in that day, and then you like,
I'd have been
you
upset.
got expectations. Yeah, then you got to run a red light.
Nah,
yeah, you got to run it. Nah. You on vacation, baby. You got to run it.
Nope.
What?
I'm
running the red light on vacation, bro. If she come out on vacation and things go south, bro, I gotta run that red light.
This is an old word.
Going through that.
Oh, yo, is your turn to pick six or mine?
I think it's mine, but I'm not prepared. You got one?
I'll come up with one while we wait. Oh, okay.
Nah, my bad, fellas.
No, you good, man.
I'm gonna see if I can come up with one while we getting ready to go.
CJ, real quick before we get it, it's not making the show. This is our pre-show stuff. But you running red lights on vacation?
I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Every situation is different. Let's put it that way.
Okay, let me paint a picture. You on the fly out. Like you sing.
Nah. Hell nah.
Married is different. Yeah, married. You ain't
on the fly. I ain't touching that on the fly.
No.
Okay. Don't even bring me out there, bro. Like,
but it happens. Like, here's Larry Young's scenario. He had a throat goat, as he said. This is not my wording. He said he had a throat goat set up for vacation.
Yeah, that's your answer right there. Well, go ahead.
With the time of the month and a little diarrhea kind of threw things off. And I told him, I said, bro, if she was a date, this is God working out, right? Because if that shit would happen the day she would have got to you, then like you'd had to run a red light. After you don't pay for her to get in town and she come there,
I'm leaving here with something.
No. But she close though. She a little close.
I'm from around the way.
I'm paying the difference here with something.
Okay. I feel you.
Well, nah, yeah,
if that's the remix, I'm like, hey, well, you know,
I'm leaving
I don't mean
something.
to be rude, but how's the mouth?
Right, I'm leaving here with something. I'm from around.
You know what? Honestly, though, so that situation you described did happen to me recently.
Yeah,
but she told me ahead of time, and she was like, "You still want me to come out?" I was like, "Yeah, come on."
Oh, what a nice guy.
This one different. This is a special lady in my life.
She still would have got reshuffled. It
was too late by the time I knew.
If I'm single like you, not like my real.
I hadn't bought the ticket for her and the homegirl.
Right. Oh my God, you really out here? You full tricking? You ain't play tricking at all.
Yeah, honestly, it didn't cost me that much though. Be real with you. I think it was a little over 3 for both.
That boy ain't play tricking.
A little over 3 for both of them.
Now you wonder why the girls go to the bar and they be mad when you don't pay for her and her homegirl because the guys like Larry.
Larry on paid the way.
Yeah, set the tone all wrong.
Yeah, but we got history, bro. That ain't IG or Twitter hookup. This is like years of history.
So she need a friend for like more support, like a push gift, like a push partner.
She was just actually the friend was for the homie. The friend was for the homie.
Okay.
You
trick for your friends too. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I had a little bread back then. I ain't got it. God damn, I wish I'd have saved that money. At the time, it wasn't nothing. Like they said, they ain't tricking if you got it, right now.
No, it's never true. Who cares? I'm not judging you, bro.
I can use it right now. If I worry about being judged, I'd have kept that shit.
I'm not giving nobody a hard time to accommodate women, man. You know what I'm saying? You can be a simp. It's different than being a simp and then just accommodating good times, dog. If I go forward
that's all it was.
Some chicks to come in and have some good vibes and they ain't gonna hurt my pockets, then let's do it.
Yeah, I went out to STK.
Right.
That was the Bama weekend. That was Bama Miami weekend.
Oh, in Atlanta.
Yeah, yeah.
That was vibing there.
Yeah, we had a good time. Regardless. Let me see.
Got flued out. We thought Miami just got flued out that day. Larry was bringing her and the friends out. All right, man.
Damn, we already damn near the full.
Right. I showed up late and then she had.
She was handling something big. That's important. I figured that's what it was. I told her, I said, man, he probably on the phone.
Still just lost track of time, dog. I seen your calls, like, oh shit, I gotta get off this call, but I didn't want to cut them off in the middle of the conversation.
Right.
My big three talk ain't incredibly long. We're gonna hang out and talk in that motherfucker, but my news updates ain't that long. But we gotta kick some shit. And then I don't know if TJ, you went in, but Donald Trump is on Rogan, so we added that to the national talk. I'm just gonna toss this shit over into the group chat, and then as I adjust it, we just flow with it.
I have a pick six ready too. I got 3 already. So while we coming up, while we finishing, I had the last.
We're gonna give him a 2 for this week then, because I'm gonna prepare one later this week. So we might give him a 2.
I try and do one every show.
Yeah, why not? Like, that shit's fire.
I mean, it's easy enough, and it creates good 10 minutes of content.
Yeah, everybody like them too.
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah, it creates a lot of conversation around too.
And shout out to everybody that's on that the video games Patreon. That shit been.
I want to just tune in,
bro. Like the banter and shit been A1. Like, bro, I need some shit talking about. Like, I might have to start cranking shit up.
No, that was a good idea though.
Yeah. I know how video gamers get, man.
Once the NCAA draw, it's gonna get real fun.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. That's gonna be the shit.
That was a good idea though. Shout out to Harlan for that, or TJ, whoever.
We dropping the tailgate tickets on Friday. We'll talk about it at the top of the show.
Why y'all listen, man?
Boy, say, man, shit ain't sweet.
But they don't be caring about none of that. Just like,
we
can't do the same shit, man.
We gave you 2 days off. We'll beat them like they used to back in the day. See, we used to catch a stone cold. Watch out.
For real, man.
I'm trying to be cordial, man. Knowing we live and shit. You can go call them people on me.
Every generation, we get a little softer and softer.
I got some talk for the show now. I got some talk for the show.
Oh man.
Worst ass whooping, man.
I don't know shit.
Shit,
how about last ass whooping?
Right, for the last one, motherfucker. Whichever the last one was.
Nah, boy, I got some joints, boy. My pops didn't play the fucking radio.
It was always worse for y'all cats that had a dad, boy. That was the one thing I loved about not having a dad in the house. I'm like, well, at least I ain't got to catch a straight beat down.
Right.
Well, mom gave it pretty good now until I got to be about 11 or so. Then I was like,
that shit came a joke.
You ain't really got the thunder. Yeah, you ain't really got the thunder like you need now.
That shit became a joke. My dad used to name his belts, bitch.
Go get Henry.
Yeah.
Oh no. Not Henry, Pops. Yes, sir. John Henry.
Yeah, Henry. This a Henry ass whooping right here.
Oh, no. I was looking for Slim on this one.
All I did was get attention. Oh, shit. All right, I'm stuffed. That stuff for cone, man. Cone wasn't. I wet my cone so they ain't crisp, man. So the stuffing took a little longer than normal.
All right, I know how that go.
I'm gonna light that bitch in the candle because I ain't got no lighter, dog. But shout out to Yankee Candle. Already?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm shout out my man Fragrance Journey, man. Michael Jean. We already got listeners pulling up, man. On the pre-show.
What up, bro?
In the middle of the day.
Support, man. You always holding it down.
Hey, did we tweet this out? Let's make sure we tweet it out now. Hey, y'all, if y'all can tweet this link out, so, we trying to get these vibes going a little bit, man. Grab y'all advice. Tweet it, share it on Facebook, IG, text your homeboys, all that shit.
We put one out ourselves?
I told y'all technology be beating my ass, so I don't know how to put this shit out like that. Let me just go on my phone. I go on my phone and do it. I know how to do it.
All right, I got the 6 together. Man, I got to refill since we took so long to start.
No, do your thing.
Give me 30 seconds, brother. I'll be right.
No, you're good. No pressure. Kush is big. View on YouTube. I'm gonna tweet that shit from the pod account. View on YouTube. Oh shit. All right, I sent that tweet out, man. Close this damn link. That pack from Nate should be landing soon too, bro. I tweet. He said he putting it on the mail tomorrow morning.
Ooh, bet.
I tweeted that shit out from the party account if y'all want to retweet it. And he's gonna come on after we, have it. We're gonna enjoy that shit on one of the shows, and then he's gonna come on the following episode, just kick it with us. Yeah. Talk about entrepreneur shit, him dispensaries, and what he got going on, grow house wise, all that shit.
Okay, bet. Yeah, keep that connection going. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm. You want to fly us up to a grand opening, bro?
Oh, hell yeah.
I want to be there.
Absolutely. Random ass Michigan State fan that listen to this shit, bro.
That's dope.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Nate in the Big Three. Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That's dope. Good content, man. See?
Nah, he definitely be tuning in. We be talking about mail and shit, so.
Yeah, Mel be doing his thing.
Mel doing. Hey, I'm telling you, that's why I say next year he's gonna be a real force. This year he's disruptive. I
saw they paying that 90. He got that 10 year 95,
something like that.
Yeah, 95. Mel got paid.
He earning that bitch. He gonna cause Michigan some problems out there.
Well, I think we'll talk in the show.
Yeah, y'all ready? Let's get this going. I got to head north after this. Got the minute mark.
Oh, yeah.
24.
Kwame, what it do? Tay Deezy, what it do, man? We vibing, bro. Shout out to Meezy, tweeting that link out. Everybody vibing with us, man. We kicking it a little bit.
Might be a little late for 26, baby. Just give me a minute.
Bear with us. So I know you're not showing up the cup tonight.
Oh, fuck. We got a cup. Oh.
It's all good, bro. I might not show the cup. I got a lot of shit. It's so much shit going on, dog. It's hard, so it is what it is. I'm gonna try to make it happen tonight, but if we can't, then we just can't. But I gotta try with North. That's right, man. All right.
24 and a half.
It's the roll up, it's the vibes. Another beautiful day in the Sunshine State, and I am kicking it with my guys. Larry and CJ, what it do?
I'm good, baby. It's my kind of beautiful in Georgia right now. It's rainy. I ain't gotta be nowhere. So I'm inside enjoying that gray coming through the blinds a little bit, hearing the rain splash against the windows. My company got canceled, so I can get a little, a little in my bag, my bottle, and just chill out. I was gonna take it easy because I had company coming through, but she had to cancel on me, man.
You got to drink away your miseries now, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I was keyed up. Yes, sir.
Start cleaning the house, doing all that, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you straight up. I had to take a break from cleaning. The one thing about my place is, I'm telling you, everybody like, change the filter. Bro, listen, I change my filter all the time. This is the dustiest place I ever lived in my fucking life. And I got an air purifier. So I had to take a break because all it does have my ass right here sneezing and crying. But
that ain't good, bro. Like you need to talk to the landlord and shit, man. You gotta.
I'm gonna just move out this bitch. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
I talk to him on the way out. On the way out of here. Yeah, because I do my due diligence, but yeah, what it is. How you doing now, DC?
Oh man, doing good. Recovery day from the 4th, man. Went pretty hard.
Yeah, y'all did it. You and the neighbors.
Yeah, so me and the neighbor did it pretty big as far as the barbecuing. He had his people.
Did y'all exchange aprons after that motherfucker? Like,
we exchanged aprons and we exchanged bottles, right? So we
nice.
Exchanged tequila bottle and a nice little whiskey bottle.
I like that.
So yeah, Vice was pretty good. They had all the family over. Then, like I was telling people, we had a fireworks show that evening. Brought the neighborhood out, man. Real good show, and it was dope, man. So recovering, just chilling today. Told y'all to be my happy place, right? So I'm getting everything all in one right now. So feeling real good.
Kids pulled up like, hey man, party time over, motherfucker.
All that shit, man. It's my Larry on. Come on, but what? 2 minutes within us even getting on together. He hearing noise about them kids back here.
I said, yup, they back. They back in the building, baby. They back.
Right.
How you doing over there, brother?
I spent a nickel on.
Yeah. They gonna come through spraying that bitch loud. They gonna let you know. It's my shit. My son be doing the same shit. Be walking around here. I be gone for a few days. He start walking around here with his shirt off and shit. Like,
right.
Yeah, you gotta tell him, hey man, what you doing? Cover thine body.
Bro, I opened the door one day. He was walking around this bitch. I'm talking about like he paid all the bills. Like, man, sit your ass down. You can see it. When I open the door, you can see like a deer in headlights. Look, he was like, oh shit. His mama already texted me. Like
this cat back.
yeah. Oh shit. I gotta get off the throne.
Right. That used to be a house rule of mine. Like whenever I had roommates, I'm like, hey, bro, where your shirt at? Ain't gonna be no bare chest out here, my man. I don't care if you're fat, skinny, buff. It ain't about that. It's just it's just too comfortable. This is a shared space here, my man. Put a shirt on your body, and then we can continue. I'm not talking to you, number one. I'll sit like sitting in the living room. You talking to me, man? You ain't clothed. Nah.
That roommate is the guy that come out shirtless when your girl there and shit.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta set the tone. That's
what you gotta set the tone when I talk.
Yeah, you get what I'm telling you. It ain't gonna work. She knew I was fat before I took this shirt off. Nice try, buddy. But I see what you're talking about.
I ain't getting to a whole lot this weekend. I vibed out. Caught up on a lot of rest, man. Just been ripping and running a lot, man. So opportunity to get some rest. Hung out with the fam. Went and checked out a new restaurant downtown. Walked in the Coastal. The 4th, just ordered food, bro. I ain't feel like cooking shit. I went on a hummus hunt, man. Everything people respect the shit out of the 4th. That's what I learned, dog. They don't respect a whole lot of holidays, but the 4th, man, a lot of people, small mom and pop joints was shut down. Most places were shut down. It's hard for me to find food, but I found a random vegan spot in North Palm, man. Got me a nice vegan pizza and some garlic rolls.
And I realized that myself trying to find some food, prior to eating the grilled food or whatnot, because we didn't do that till around 4:30, 5 o'clock. So early in the afternoon, find myself trying to find some food, and I realized that myself, like, damn, a lot of people respect the 4th because it wasn't that many restaurants open at all.
No,
not at all. And they're going to damn Waffle House. That's one thing about it, boy. Rain, sleet, or shine.
Yeah.
Rain, sleet, or shine. No matter the holiday, that Waffle House will always be open, baby.
We're gonna switch the docket up a little bit, man. Before we was talking pre-show, we were just talking about kids as well. Let's talk about our childhood. Larry, worst ass whooping you ever got, man? You didn't have no pops in the crib, so you see your ass whooping.
Yeah, mine wasn't that bad, bro. Like,
no.
Okay, see, when I was coming up, me and my sister had a sister.
I gotta know what you did too to get the ass whooping.
I'll be honest with you. I was a good kid.
Yeah.
I wasn't bad at all, man.
I mean, neither was I, but I got a lot of assholes. My dad just ain't play the fucking radio.
Well, see, I was about to say, that's probably the differences. Like, maybe at the time you being younger, you voiced certain things that, like, a man.
All my assholes came from my mouth, man. I wasn't no bad kid. It was just like opinionated as fuck.
And I didn't have to deal with that as much because, like, me and my mother, even to this day, we have a good rapport where we have difference of opinions, but we can have a good conversation about it. Like, it never gets that intense. I know probably with a dad, he probably been like, I don't like what you said, so he'll go fire across the lip. Not saying abusive in real life, but I never got him too bad because when my sister was around, my sister's 9 years older than me, but she was around until I was like 4 or 5. And
I know the mom and sister beef be intense. So I know they clash.
That was bad. That's why she moved, right? Because she didn't want to abide by my mom's rules. But my sister would always jump on me when I was getting like, pop, whatever. So she'd be like, that's enough, don't do no more. So my mom wouldn't really hit us and vice versa. So we had a system of protecting each other. But so the worst one I probably ever caught.
My mom would think y'all was trying to jump her. She would start whipping both of y'all ass.
We would just jump on each other and cry like, no, mama, no.
Man, both of y'all you'll get your ass out of the way real quick, boy.
She had a heart. She'll be trying to whoop around.
Nah, you gonna catch these strays. Ain't no whooping around. I want in one direction. That's it. It's one direction. Whoever's within that vicinity, that direction.
You chose your fate, man.
Right.
A worst would be okay. It was the one that could have turned the worst. It was when I was about 11, and my mom beat me. And I forget what it was, but I definitely remember going, man, this ain't no beating worthy type thing, man. Like, you really tripping, man. Like, you just want to hit me. You frustrated or something. And I was upset about that. Like, hey, man, don't take your frustrations out on me. And so she chopped me a couple of times. And I looked at Dad in the eyes and said, that's all you got?
You gotta get a pistol at that point.
She said,
get at them.
You gotta get at them, huh? And she took the belt and she threw it down and she balled her fist up. And my mom was a tomboy growing up, so she didn't windmill fight. She threw jabs and hooks like a dude. So at that point, it
at 11, you gonna get your ass.
I was about to get my ass whooped. Yeah. If it was on a fist fight, she was about to whoop my ass, and I said, "Whoa, mama, please wait, mom. I'm sorry. Like, I apologize."
Yeah, you
that
tried
was
it though.
As bad as it could have got.
Yeah, she had at that point she had to drop everything and
she knew
to show you.
Oh, okay,
right.
This belt don't work no more. She knew the belt wasn't doing nothing no more.
My worst ass whooping came from mom disrespect too. It wasn't even wild. It was just like some smart mouth shit. But we was in West Palm. We lived in Belgrade at the time. I think I was around the same age, maybe 11. Yeah, definitely 11. I wasn't 12. I remember it more vividly. But 11, we went over, left Belgrade, went to West Palm, and we was at Cross County Mall or some shit. My mom was trying to tell me to get in the car or something, and I said something slick, and then she just went off. This was before my mom was saved and whatnot. So she went off crazy. So I'm sitting in the back of the Explorer, and she said, "You so damn flip at the mouth," and I said, "I could do a flip." Bro, I promise you that's the worst.
That car.
No, we hadn't even drove, bro. She snatched me out of the car, dog, beat the shit out of me in the parking lot, bro. And I got home, Pops ran the sequel on my ass, dog. that was
one thing, though. When they run that damn give and go, oof.
That's why I always felt bad for my homeboys and dads. Like, I envy them on one side, but the other half of me was like, man, you gonna get beat up twice, man.
Bro,
for the same crime.
Motherfucker, boy.
Pops had a grin on his face hearing that news. Like, oh, that's what he said, huh? Tough guy over here, man.
Folks that job bothering me.
Modern day Richard Pryor, huh? You got jokes.
That's crazy, man. What you got, C?
All right, so for me, I deserve mine 100%. So it was in elementary school. I was probably in 3rd grade. Got my godbrother stayed across the street from the school, right? So I typically after school would catch the bus to after school daycare or whatever. So 100%, like I buck on some wild shit. I deserve this shit 100%. So
3rd grade?
3rd grade, bro. So 3rd grade, we talking this shit. Yeah, so 3rd grade, we talking this shit about man, I'm just gonna come over your house after school or whatever, this, that, and another. So I say, fuck the damn bus, just go straight across the street after school to his house. We having a good old time, man. Nobody there, no adults there. We wilding, jumping off the furniture, this clown, this, that, and another. By 4 o'clock, at the knock of that door, boom, 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 boom. Open that bitch, my damn mama. She going off because she, right? She's scared as hell. Like, why the hell? Where the hell he could be at? He didn't get on the damn daycare bus. So where could he be at?
Yeah, wait, MIA, bro, in third grade.
Right, third grade. I'm bucking this. I ain't letting know or nothing. So I'm like looking back, I'm like, bro, I really deserve that. It could have got,
bro. I would have lost my mind. My third grade is fucking missing, bro.
I did it in 4th grade. Go ahead.
So she wore my ass out though. Put pants down to strictly underwear, man. So she getting straight skin. Wore my ass out, man. You ever had the belt? I ain't gonna get it. Y'all go.
Yeah.
Trying to have a decent. Yeah, trying to have a DCL case. So, but the little belt whoops that you have like a couple hours after the fact. Yeah, it was all over, man. She gave me the business.
That was the tradition back then, man. My mom was crazy. My mom be talking about. My mom used to tell me to do some old dominatrix ass shit, talking about strip naked and lay across the bed.
That's one thing. My mom is not. I was not finna get naked from my mom.
Yeah, I'm like, are you out of your mind?
Hell
nah.
No.
Beat me through these clothes. It hurts.
All right, yeah, for real. If you want me to get at anything else, you got to get real active.
You're gonna have to do that part. Yeah.
I was a woke ass kid, man. So I was getting into my bag of like how this shit is slavery shit, man. Real early, bro. Like, hey, man, you can't be beating me like no slave, man. Like, what is going on? Why are you stripping me down and beating my bare back, bro? I seen this on Roots.
Right.
That's exactly my energy when I was 11.
What are we doing?
Like, you just frustrated, bro. Why are you hurting me? Because you're frustrated.
That's how the ass women stopped in my house. Me and you talked about this, Larry, but that's how they started in my house. I was just like, all right, Pop, that's enough, dog. Like, you can't be doing this shit. No disrespect, man. Like, I love it here. You run a good operation, man, but this shit got an end, dog. Like, you got rights.
What the hell wrong?
Conversation.
I like it though. It's evolution, man. It's evolution.
Absolutely.
Man.
All right, we got to talk some
I definitely deserve mine though, for sure.
Yeah, man. We got to bring ass whoopings back. That's what's wrong with this world, man. Ass whoopings.
Maybe.
Builds character.
Definitely builds character.
Because there ain't nothing wrong with us, right? In general. Like, hey,
it was something. I've had to fix some of that shit.
Yeah, but in general, you like, come on, they ain't killing.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Right. Maybe that's good, right?
But to be real with you, like hindsight 2020, like I told my dad that, like, my dad didn't have to beat me, bro. Like, it was certain looks my dad gave me that scared the shit out of me. So, like, in hindsight, like, that's what I learned from like fatherhood. It's certain things I know just from being a kid that I don't need an ass whooping to feel that disappointment or that, I might get an ass whooping. You don't need a couple of ass whoopings to know that, you know what I'm saying? Then after that, you got to start parenting a little better. If you got to beat the child every time they do something, then you ain't parenting right. It's got to be some teaching and shit, not just beating the shit out of them.
Right.
Agreed.
So if a beating's happening every time, you got to check yourself. Anywho.
Agreed.
Big three talk, man. Before we get into Big Three Talk, be sure to visit the great folks at thegramco.com. Use coupon code ROLLUP25 for 25% off of gummies, pre-rolls, wake and bake coffee. That hard candy is the vibes, cuz. I'm going to tell you why it hit different, right? Now, I learned real quick. Them shits hit stronger, Larry. It ain't the same as the gummy high.
I had a feeling, but go ahead. I think I know why. Go ahead.
It hit faster, cuz. And I was taking that shit like a little thinking like by the time I finish this, because gummies you can just throw 2 down real quick. You know what I'm saying? Chew them at the same time. You can't do that with no hard candy. So I was like, I was underestimating it. Ate 2 of them. Bro, I was sitting in them little pizzeria with my family, man. And that shit hit me like a whirlwind. I was about to renege on my vegan shit in that bitch. I was so hungry. I was high as fuck.
Let me get 10 of the finest wings you got.
Get some bird of fowl.
give me some pieces, cuz some cheese, something. But
throw it on it, man.
As you eating, I guess because like it's not like it's a hard candy, so like a Jolly Rancher or something like that.
Right, so you didn't like crunch it and
correct, but I guess
that's what I was thinking.
You're definitely ingesting it differently than you are eating it and it going to your stomach.
Right,
it's dissolving right in your mouth. Pause.
Yeah.
You feel me? You don't have to go to digesting shit. None of that. So that's the different vibes of it. Is as you're eating it, it's pretty much going right into your bloodstream saliva. That's why I started breaking down the science when I was high as shit. It was like turned into Silk Night, the science guy and shit, bro. Like, what the fuck going on, man?
Joker looked like a beautiful mind in there.
I'm telling you, man.
Okay, here's the equation. Okay, and you know it's so funny. I was going to go ahead and pop that one of mine tonight, waiting on company, and I was like, well, she ain't coming, so I just chill. I definitely was gonna do that, but I'll wait a little while. I can't wait to get my testimony though.
The flavors popping. It's just like a Jolly Rancher, like tropical orange is the flavors that they got right now. But from the rooter to the tutor, man, from seed all the way to package, Gramco is taking care of you. So you're not getting no random THC that's cut by God knows what. It's all, you know what I'm saying, pure THC Delta 8 to your mailbox, all federally legal. You ain't got to worry about the jump out boys. None of that shit grabbing you when you go to the mailbox, man. Everything's kosher.
Yep.
Shout out my man Rodney King. Rodney been down with us forever, man. I love that name for you, bro. I know you like when you book hotels and shit, they be like, oh shit.
And if y'all got remember, for everybody tuning in on YouTube, we do have a super chat. So if you got any questions you want us to answer live on air, I think you can donate as little as $1, and we'll answer that live on the air for y'all. So we appreciate the support in all ways. If you want anything you want us to do live and while we're actually on the show, I think you could donate as little as $1, and we'll answer your question live on the show, man. We appreciate any and all love we get, man. Real talk.
Already. Appreciate the support. What we got? We're kicking off Big Three talk. My news is short, man.
I'm tired of being the good news guy.
I got good news every time. It's just not as good. It's not as good as yours.
Yeah. CJ got some good news too.
Y'all got high octane news right now. My shit is regular. It's regular.
See, you want to kick it off?
Yeah, cool. I'll go ahead and kick it off.
Yeah,
start off this Tuesday with a bang. We had fireworks after the fourth. Four-star defensive end Keldrick Falk announced his decision to commit to Florida State. And I want to give a shout out to this kid, man. This kid, he did it like the old school way.
Nobody knew shit.
Nobody knew shit. Like, it wasn't any CBs for these kids. It wasn't any tip hat either way. Like, he didn't call no staff prior to it was one of those old school commitments where you tune into the YouTube live, whatever it may be, put on that hat, and that's when everyone involved found out. So, again, shout out to Keldrick Falk for keeping his cards real close vested and didn't tip his hat at all. So we got a 4-star defense in Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alabama. Okay.
Yeah. So
we got. I think it was y'all Auburn USC type vibe. Y'all USC. I didn't never. Really
that was
that's
what's the kid name? My bad. For USC, that's Simmons, Lucas Simmons.
That's Simmons.
It was FSU, UF, Auburn, and Clemson. Clemson was the other team. So I know. Shout out my guy Zach Bolstein. He put out a piece for 247. More like the third, I want to believe, and he said it's down. He think it's down Auburn and Clemson. As far not Auburn, Clemson, FSU and Clemson. He believed those are the teams that's kind of in it right now for the kid. So I reached out.
That's what I meant. We were recruiting him, but that's what I meant. It pretty much down the wire. We kind of knew we was out of it with him. I think it came down to y'all and you say Clemson.
Yeah, so I spoke to my Clemson people, and they were saying like, man, we really haven't spoken with Keldrick. Like communication after his official visit kind of died off or whatnot. Now the defensive end coach, he's been in contact with him here and there, but our communication as far as where we at with him kind of died out after the official visit. So hearing that news from Clemson, hearing Auburn, because I know UF, FSU, and Clemson side of things are saying they feel like Auburn is kind of out of it, right? So and then hearing that Clemson, they didn't even think they really had a shot. Kind of put two and two together. So we had Auburn who was out. Clemson conversations kind of fell through, and then UF they had Billy, right? So I knew that was a layup as far as UF. So it's kind of process of elimination. Then they leave Florida State, but no, looking at the Auburn situation and the Clemson situation was kind of two different, two conflicting reports from both sides. Kind of made me okay. That kind of bodes well for FSU in that position.
Billy vibing though. Our defense recruiting is doing all right. I'll get into my commitments and whatnot later, but yeah, Billy, we already swung on y'all, bro. We pulled up National Sign Day with a few weeks and did what we had to do, bro. We vibing. We'll see what's up. Mike ass is grass, man. This is all temporary work for Mike, man. Mike
dabbling in the block. He told you to commit that after the He said no to the MAC, told him to commit on campus, and then had Keldrick double down like a week later out to the 4th, man. Mike said he got it out for UF right now.
We got some decisions coming up. Y'all ain't even in the top 4, bro. So we're going to see what's up, man. I'm getting to my shit in a little bit.
The last thing is
what the rankings at, though? We do got to do a rankings check-in. I have no idea who's ranked where. I know Miami is probably like top 10-ish.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Off, I think we're 9 right now.
Miami taking off.
I'll look you guys up real quick. I have to scroll.
Yeah, why you doing that?
Y'all
As far as Falk's tape presence, I watched the film on him. Kid is very athletic. Every bit of 6'5", 240. Explosive off the edge. The kid also plays receiver for this team. Like he's mossing kids. He's making plays. He's taking 10-yard catches and turning into 40-yard gains. Like kid is now. Granted, I'm not saying he's going to be the damn next Kelvin Benjamin or Calvin Johnson to play receiver at Florida State, just showing the athletic ability on the high school level. As far as making plays down the field and running too, he's really athletic and he can run. So the quarterback think he'll be a really productive edge rusher in college. I like Keldrick Falk a lot. He was one of the top players on the board. So shout out to coach John Pachuas, man. He's done a really good job recruiting defensive ends and adding Falk is a big piece.
Odell? I thought it was Odell. There ain't Odell, man. I thought Odell ain't that. No.
Oh no, this DN. This Coach Pat.
Try to get him one.
Yup.
Nah, man, not this one. But Odell got some stuff cooking though. He working on some stuff. He working on Jordan Hall, defensive tackle from Jacksonville. I do know that's one of the last pieces they want for their defensive line class, and they could put a bow on that. And he's far away from his recruitment. I know they dropped the top 10 recently with all 3 of us included, matter of fact, and it was, of course, your typical SEC schools and whatnot. So I don't believe Jordan Hall is close within his process, but that's the last big piece, big fish that they're after. So if they could put a bow on that, that'd be a real good defensive line class.
One of y'all is 39 and one of y'all is 41.
We 39.
Yeah, there you have it. Neighbors.
I think.
We got the U-Haul pack.
I have no idea.
I also bring the neighbor shit back there, right?
The U-Haul pack, man.
We got the neighbor. Y'all moving out the neighborhood, huh? Okay.
We trying to get up out of there.
No. I think neighborhood ain't just gonna be about like summer recruiting. I think we've done that neighborhood shit before.
Yes, that
neighborhood thing has just been done in the Big 3 as a regurgitating thing. But get out of the neighborhood, you're gonna have to go like do some winning to get out of the neighborhood. That's how this works, man.
All we need is 8
and also take the top 5 class to signing day. I don't know the last time a Big 3 team that did that. So that's how you get out of the neighborhood. So we'll see.
We in it with a lot of big dogs.
Probably Jimbo.
So we'll see. That kind of goes back to that 5-star prediction we had earlier. I think I might have undershot on what we can do, but we'll see.
What did you say?
I think I said 3.
Fuck.
I'm pretty sure I said 3. I asked somebody to write it down.
How many y'all have now?
Just one.
I think you said 3.
Just one. But we got Jaden Wayne submitting on the 9th. Then we still waiting on Jonelle Aguero, Jalen Brown. He's a 5-star still currently. In Pimba. So we could, depending on how it goes. I think we're building some steam right now. So depending on how it goes, it could be closer to 5.
I give y'all props, man. Mario doing this thing right now. Y'all been on a pretty good run. And I was thinking Tennessee for Francis for y'all to come in and do that. And then
I told you, baby, 51 to 49 confidence score, baby. I told you.
I guess y'all got the rock dialed in too, man.
Hey, the Polynesians, bro, they like us, bro. Everybody was like, because he retweeted them, and people was like, wait, that's his uncle? I was like, bro, they say uncle like we say uncle, dog. That's not the Rock isn't his actual uncle. It's just
play uncle, man.
The uncle, yeah. It's like, your uncle, like the older cat that you cool with, that has been a friend of the family, and a guy that you would go to and about advice and stuff like that. So, that's just Polynesian pride type deal, man. But go ahead. You got something else, C?
No, that's all. Well, I got as far as this other news, as far as FSU's related, Blake Nicholson, linebacker, 4-star linebacker out of California, recently dropped the top 3, and that included FSU, Oregon, and UCLA. I saw on the show earlier that I believe Oregon is the favorite. We'll see how that plays out. Now, there is smoke that he could possibly take a visit in July. Now, if that does happen on his own dime, technically, we'll have to reevaluate some stuff. You know how that go, right?
Yeah, technically,
yeah.
But if he does,
they
come
always
out
say
again,
that too. The reporters always like, kid came out on his own dime. I'm like, did he?
Did he though?
To the average gullible fan that don't really follow it like us, yeah, they believe that type of shit.
He flew all the way from California. Okay.
Yeah, this kid from the projects, man. His parents
on a week's notice. On a week's notice, right?
Charges on the Section 8 Max.
Him, his mama, and his dad. Nice.
Right, where are they standing at?
The Ritz.
Right, the Ritz. Oh, okay. The JW Marriott.
Doing as bad as they say.
Right. But no, if he does come on,
more than they rent and shit.
For real. What kind of rental car they driving? Oh, Suburban. Oh, nice. But no, if the kid does come on an unofficial visit in July, I'll start to try to dive in there a little bit and start looking into some things, see what I can deal with that. That'll open my eyes up a little bit if he follows up for another visit prior to his announcement. I think he said he wants to announce early August. So we'll see how that plays out. But I do think Oregon is the leader right now.
No doubt.
Last thing, man, we got a couple.
God damn, I thought you was done.
No, right? He pump fake like that. Right?
No, it's a couple other commitments.
I jumped the route, and all, bro.
Pump fake though, baby.
Gave him a nice little.
We going on top of the 6.
I see.
Last thing, cornerback Avery Stewart, 4-star at Alabama. Crazy recruitment, right? So last podcast, I said I feel very confident in him as far as I feel way more confident in him. Bidding war. That's literally what it is, right?
Old-fashioned, a new-fashioned bidding war.
It's crazy. This shit is really crazy. So
I like it.
Word I got is he gave a commitment to the staff prior to leaving. That's why all the CBs to FSU started flowing in. Then Fong, Steve Woodfall, shout out to Fong. He went and flipped his CB from FSU to Kentucky. And just hearing some stuff. So shout out my guy Zach again. He put out a little piece on 247, basically saying that I know my crystal ball sits on Kentucky still. I think the program is still likely to land him if we were to decide today, but he's still in communications with FSU. We know the staff is expected to get him on the phone. We're on the phone with him in his camp later on today. And he said to get this out the way, point blank, period, NIL is a factor. So bidding war, like we've been saying, we'll just see how that plays out. By the next podcast, we'll have that announcement. He's expected to announce. You guys you'll get the pod on Wednesday. His announcement is on Wednesday, so we have follow-ups and reaction to see exactly where he decides. But it's crazy how you get on these campuses and Silk, you kind of pointed to this also. You're not really having those commitments on the official visits because there's a lot of business that it do be talked about after the fact as well. So we're in that process now with Stewart. We'll just see what it looks like on our end.
They could be on them visit highs, love all that shit. The vibes be good, family love it, man. But them numbers come back a little fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we've been witnessing this fall, dog. Numbers coming back fuzzy.
It's got to be a combo, though, right? Ultimately,
I think it is a come up because you got to even get to that numbers.
Yeah,
point,
all those schools already almost even, man. With like the resources, all of that shit, bro. It's really coming down to business. All of that, that's what I'm saying. Like you selling degrees and shit. Like come on, bro, it's an SEC degree.
Yeah, when you get down to those top fours and stuff, I think
we all getting physical education degrees, bro. Right? Ain't like we being accountants and shit. Everybody's a PE teacher, bro. Y'all talking about quality of degrees and shit. Like, let's be real here, man. We all gym teachers.
But no, to your point, Larry, I think when you get to those top 5s, top 4s, taking those official visits, the relationship's being set right then and there with those teams, right? So you got a pretty comfortable relationship with all those teams involved. Right. That's when you start talking about the other aspects of, what separates you from, Mm-hmm.
Well, that is
the haves and the have-nots.
Got to be something too, right?
No, development can come. I can transfer whenever, baby. Give me this check.
Within the deal,
I can hop in the portal. But that's why immediate money though. That's why all these people looking for business. I could take a check now. Like yours, how you said his last name? Yours just did that shit. I could take whatever. Of course, I don't get the entire contract, but whatever guarantee I could take.
Ran off on a plug twice with that one.
And transfer and get another check because I'm still somebody. So.
That's funny.
Business is trumping all that fan shit, and I'm with it, man. Like that's why so many Florida been ahead of its time. These Florida recruits been ahead of their time with this business shit and going where the bag at. They've been deserting their home states, going to Bama, Georgia. You know what I'm saying, for that bag,
commit to Miami so
winning.
Bama can see him. Hey, look at me, and then they go, hey, who that is? Oh yeah, we'll take that. This old hat, man. This ain't nothing new.
Who it's on me, right?
Yeah. Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. The Quavius Sori was supposed to commit on 4th of July. His edit got bailed on him. That was the word, but that commitment's changed. I think he's committing tomorrow, which is July 6th. The day this pod dropped.
How about to say? That's y'all's, right? That's pretty much bagged up.
Yeah. He's coming. He's UF. He has a cousin on staff. That's a guy we should get in the fold, but we did get a commitment. We are bringing Sori on, not as wide receiver, as an athlete as well. So that there is some so it doesn't affect the wide receiver board. He may play some safety. They don't know where he may play at, but they bring him on as an athlete. I think other programs are recruiting him the same way at this point. TJ Searcy, 4-star TJ Searcy, out of Thomaston, Georgia, committed to us. He currently plays outside linebacker in high school. A 6'5" guy, a 6'11" wingspan. Came down to us, Tennessee, Clemson, USC East. Another guy that's an athlete, man. Plays above the rim, basketball guy. A really good get, athletic dude. He's gonna, like I said, he stands up now, plays outside linebacker. But he's gonna put his hand in the dirt and do some things for us at weak side defensive end. Really good get. Also, Jakeem Jackson, the defensive back who's teammates with LeBlanc and John Walker out of Kissimmee, Osceola. Getting a lot of crystal balls and a lot of predictions from us in that direction. 6'1", 180 pound, the number 24 cornerback overall. Liking the vibes there. Defensive backboard obviously changed with Tony Mitchell and AJ Harris and those guys coming off the board. So to be able to get him in the fold and hopefully get his one or two of his teammates, we'll see. You know, I don't think none of that's done. I think business is. Yeah, you guys are also offered Jakeem as well.
Yeah, I know we like that kid.
Yeah. I like where we at with him. He spoke a lot about Corey Raymond and coaching, the staff. Both his parents grew up Gator fans. Just reading the article with Corey Bender put out at On 3, it sounds like it's more of a lean towards us, but we'll see how it all plays out.
Real quick before we hear, before you shuffle real quick, how you feeling on the latest Cormani chat?
I feel good on Cormani. That's Lakeland, baby. It's gonna go like I'm never gonna be shaking on any updates or anything like that. Business is gonna go all the way down to signing day.
I think he's a signing day guy.
That's his timeline. So
right now, I shift a little bit. I bring it up since we were talking DB recruit a little bit. I got Bama 1. I think we made up a little ground. I think with some of the momentum's been built. I think we might be in 2 right now. But yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
But I feel like we're number 1. He's number 1 on our board overall. From a money perspective, I know they're gonna do whatever it takes to get Cormani into Gainesville. So, numbers and positions right now is just for the fans, bro. It's for the message board people. They ain't no real positions, dog. This shit's going always. It's just going all the way to signing day, dog.
I still think he's Bama's to lose. Don't get me wrong, but
I feel that way about most of these people committed everywhere else. It's still Bama to lose for a lot of these people. Bama let us do their recruiting most of this time, dog. And when they pull up with their duffel bag, that shit, when Saban pull up, it's different. So I think a lot of this shit is still Knicks. Their approach, it's an article that from On 3 that I didn't get a chance to read in its entirety, but I want to talk about on this show. But they're talking about Bama's approach to this NIL and their recruiting. I think they're laying in the abyss a little bit, in the grassy knoll. They're gonna snap. They're gonna snipe, man. And they've done it in the past as far as other people evaluate for them, and they get a slow start, and people are like, oh, has Nick lost it? But I think he's just lining shit up, man.
Yeah, they're gonna pull up. We know that. I definitely don't got them out of the top 5. Hopefully for all of us involved, there's a bit of a shift though. We damn sure none of us want to see them go number 1.
We'll see when the final bell rings.
It's time. Yeah.
Because even last year,
but I hope they shift a little.
Actually, I thought they was in trouble, and then signing day hit, and then just like Nick just started snatching shit. I'm like, man, damn. Kids you never thought was going to Bama that was at like Georgia, and they flipping kids that just won national championships at Georgia.
I know, right?
They just different out there. So we'll see what their Nick is always ahead of the curve. That's why I want to see how his shit play out, how he approaches NIL, how he closes, because he's always ahead of it. You know, so I want to see what his approach is and how signing day plays out. Because they damn sure not going balls to the wall right now. Because I think he's scared of losing out on giving out money and kids not signing. Because they get that duffel out, but it's after you're going to sign some papers.
Just give it out.
But it is, you know. But it is.
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
family, man.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
What else I got? I feel good about Jakeem Jackson, which would be a really good get, man. Like I said, he speaks very highly of Corey Raymond. That'd be a nice one to put on the side of Sharif Denson, and then possibly end up with Cormani. We'll see what's up. Cameron James, another defensive end, 4-star, right along that same corridor, I-4 corridor, Olympia, Orlando High School. He's only done one official visit so far, and that's been to us on June 17th. I'm expecting him to make a late summer decision. You know, just been some whispers out there, but this kid, I like his film. Another guy that got some good get off, but we've been leading for him for forever. He's been on campus a million times. We just got to close on these guys. He's not taking other official visits. I know Georgia's been trying to get him on campus, but just showing a lot of Florida love. We just got to close on these guys. He don't have a decision date even lined up. So we got to just start pressing, and that's just what it is.
He's your Ruben Bain. Because I don't think Bain's going nowhere else. He's around all the time, but yeah, he ain't.
No, I don't know shit. So
I'm just saying I don't know either.
You say you don't think. I don't know what the kid. I don't know what the hell Georgia made, because Georgia's interested in the kid. So I'm not gonna be like naive. He can come out campus because we're leading in visits, campus visits over a lot of these schools. A lot of these schools that are getting these kids we want. So it ain't about visits. It's about the business. So, like, it used to be follow the visits. It ain't that shit no more. I mean, we can all see that. It ain't follow the visits. It's follow the business.
Yeah, because, I mean, we've seen the visits before. Like, if you look at Sony Michel, he was always around. But I'm like, yeah, because he's probably getting free food and shit. And
he's right there.
You know, some cheeks around the corner. Yeah, he right around there. It's like, yeah, why not pull up? He's going to give me some food.
But that helps.
I mess with it. I mean, that can help. Yeah, but ultimately, he was like, I'm going to take advantage of this situation.
It gets you the end. You got to finish the job.
Georgia.
So Sony Michel went down to business. That what it came down to. We couldn't have reported as that back then. But he loved Miami. He loves, like, most of these kids love South Florida and everything. But it comes down to, like, just that SEC
make a business
money
decision.
Business decision. Not everybody can do business the same, man. I respect my business.
Eddie Grant almost did his thing on the business side of that. We'll just leave it at that. Jimbo and Eddie Grant almost did that thing with that one.
Yeah. Eddie Grant. We had him on the roll up, on the old roll up.
Hey, Eddie, man. Eddie was a dog back in them days, boy. Like,
wow, man.
Yeah. Whatever it takes.
Real filthy, man. That's when Florida State was real dirty. But y'all had a dirty staff back then. Everybody on the staff was cheating. All on the team, bro.
Good time.
I don't recall none of that.
Listen, put that trophy in that case. I don't care how you get it though. Just don't let them take it back from us.
Right, don't let them take it back.
That's what Jimbo. Jimbo know how to find the bags though. Everywhere he go.
Yeah.
He know how to find the boosters with the money, and they open that checkbook up, because he had Florida State checkbook wide open as far as recruits. Not about everything else he wanted, but when it came to getting recruits, man, that's how they got a lot of shit. That's how they got
down to the money.
Absolutely. That's all I got, man. Not a whole lot of, same vibes as far as we got a cookout and Friday Night Lights coming up. I'm pulling up to that, I think. No, I lie. I got some shit going on in the Kush House that weekend.
When's y'all cookout?
The 30th, I believe. 29th is Friday Night Lights. That next day is the cookout.
See, ours the 30th.
Plenty of time to work on that.
There we will give you a list war, okay? Relax. Then you can get your little fucking list war off, because we got to barbecue the same day. So, we'll see. And a lot of times with these barbecues, especially, this is really more, you're talking 24 and 25 guys.
Oh, you want to square up on the list war? I like me for.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's where you could get a real list war off.
I'm about to get our shit off.
Is when we both got something going on that same weekend. But again, that's still really going to be,
because what's going to happen is some kids like going to be at Friday Night Lights. There's no kid y'all going to have that's not going to be it, unless y'all got a 2-day cookout or some shit. But we're going to catch everybody.
I don't think so. Nah, I think
exactly. it's a 2-day event for us, man. And some of these kids are taking their official visits that weekend, so maybe like 3. You know how the vibes is, but it's 2 days. So some kids may come for Friday night lights and may not come for, you know what I'm saying, the cookout.
The net for the barbecue. I think last year, excuse me, I think we did do 2 days, like, and they did it specifically like for upperclassmen and underclassmen. I don't think that's happening this year. I think this year is just going to be, excuse me, it's just going to be one barbecue, but it's really kind of going to be geared a little bit more towards the underclassmen, invite only type deal. Same old thing. Not too much crazier.
Let's talk a little ball, man. Both. What y'all think y'all strengths and weaknesses going into the season?
Going into the season,
we shooting full court shots. Like, you know,
defense by far is the strength. By far, defense is
in specific group or just the entire
defensive line. Defensive line. Yeah, defensive line is really deep. Bringing back your starters at defensive tackle. Bring back your starters and backups at defensive tackle. Interior defensive line is going to be our strength for sure. I'm going to go with interior defensive line. D tackles are probably going to be one of the best. The D tackle depth, is going to be some of the best in the conference.
For me, weakness, I would go right now. I would say outside speed at wide receiver and defensive end would be our weaknesses right now. I think our DTs are going to be very good. And I'm not necessarily saying that our defensive ends are trash anything. I just need somebody to step up and really be that alpha and really be that disruptor. So that'll be, well, no. I'll tell you what. I'll shift that just a little bit. It's going to be linebackers again. That's just our weakest group. We just got to improve. I think defensive end has more potential. I'm waiting on the guy to step up. Linebacker, I think we don't have any age or experience there. So a guy like the Saints may get thrown out there a little earlier than you really would want to. So, yeah, I'm going to go linebacker. And then offensively, I would look at I think our O-line is actually going to be a strength this year. I think we're pretty solid up front. I think we just got to figure out a few pieces.
A strength?
Yeah, I think so, honestly. With the coaching, I think we got some talent there. I think it's just a matter of getting everyone in the right position.
If the strength is y'all O-line, we'll have a party on that pussy.
Yeah, I would go.
I didn't get my weakness off. I think our tight end is gonna be a weakness. But go ahead.
That's all good. Oh, shit, you gotta be laughing this shit out. And I would say weakness would be explosiveness on outside at receiver. I don't think we got anybody that could truly stretch the field.
How Frank doing? I told you. I told you.
Hey, and I mean, and that was my critique. I asked the Miami fans from the 26-3 to count.
It's just a cool name from the past, man. But like some of these guys,
you got to do it. Eventually, you got to do it, and he hasn't done it. He hasn't stepped out. He's one of the reasons we brought in Kobe Young.
And some of the fans, some of the fans of those other programs know when they lose something too. So you could just kind of check the vibe.
Like I was. Yeah, because remember I told y'all guys, speaking from Clemson, what the issue was. So like I wasn't really fond of the take. Like, of course, a new scenery, that can maybe change some things. But just from the stuff I was hearing there, like it just never clicked.
Yeah, and same for us. That's one reason we went out and got Kobe Young. Kobe Young's the JUCO wide receiver, 6'3", 220, I believe. But he's got some speed. He's got some great hands, from my understanding. A contested catch kind of guy. So that's one of the reasons we went out and got him, just because Frank hadn't shown that. So like I said, I tweeted out from the 26 Degrees account, who do y'all want to see? And I had Ladson as my I think I had Ladson, Restrepo, and who's my man that was stepping up a lot? Not Brinson, not Romello Brinson. He came in that same class. Drawing a blank right now, but either way, I had Ladson in that top group, and I was hoping he would perform, but so far, he hasn't. So, unless he does something, in the fall, to step up. You know, he hasn't provided that impact. Yeah, he one of the three amigos. He was showing up for he's doing kick returns for us and all. I'm just drawing a blank on the name right this second.
Wish I could help you.
That's all right. I don't, hey,
but I can't.
I ain't a name bank. Easy can. You pull it up. You think you holler at me. Which y'all's? I'll look it up while you doing that.
My weakness is definitely wide receiver. I'm with you, man. Just speed that can separate. We got a lot of size. I think we got players that production coming back. So I don't think there's like a problem with that. We got guys that could do some things, but I don't know if we got guys that could separate. In the tight end room as well. I just loop all that into one. Pass catches. You know what I'm saying? But we did bring in Ricky Pearsall, the wide receiver from Arizona State, their leading wide receiver in the transfer portal. And we took a late JUCO guy, the Ty Bowman, kid from Independence Community College. So we did bring in some help. We'll see how those guys working as far as fall camp. They can move up the depth chart and give us, provide some separation. I know both of those guys are like slot guys. Ricky has played a little bit of everywhere. But slot is more of a need as far as our wide receiver depth chart. Strength, man, I'm gonna go O-line. Those guys did a hell of a job last year protecting, and even towards the end of the year starting to open up some in the run game. But just everything I'm hearing with Osiris Torrance coming in, with the O-line look, they protected well as far as like run situations all the time while Dan Mullen was here. But I never thought there was a willingness or want to run the ball. Of course, that attitude is going to be a little different with a run-first guy like Billy. So I like the way they looked in the spring game. They were good last year. We moved some things around. I think we got the right pieces in there to kind of, lay on some shit. The size is there. Feel real good about, Garage. I feel good about Ethan White, my center, EU, whatever his name is. I don't want to mess up any more names. Whatever his name is. I feel good about my offensive line, and even with some depth pieces with Josh Brunn and those guys in the wings. I feel real good about my offensive line. The running back core is probably second on deck, I would say, after our offensive line. Running back core is going to be really good. I think Lingard is one on the depth chart right now, but that Montel Jordan kid, yeah, he's gonna do his thing, man. That was one of the reasons I think like Bowman was easier to let go. He was towards the end of that depth chart. He was fourth, which was concerning. You know what I'm saying? Like
for a 5-star guy.
Yeah, you watch his body development. I wasn't really too fond of where he was at in the weight room, and then you just didn't spring game. Even when Lingard was out hurt, you just didn't see a whole lot of Bowman carries, and now we kind of see why. But anywho, running back core is solid as fuck. Quarterback position, I think the offense is going to be. It's all going to be depending on AR staying healthy, dog. If they healthy, he's going to elevate the play around the receivers. A quarterback leaving the pocket is going to make receivers separate. That's why I'm not too terribly concerned about receivers separating, because when he leave the pocket, things are going to break down. They just got to find open field and the open space. Learning those nuances as a wide receiver is things that they don't teach. You just got to have that feel for football, and we'll get some of that type of shit, from Xavier Henderson and also my man Justin Shorter, big body guys that can win one-on-one battles. Like when they bodying something up. Actually, Henderson need to play a little bigger, to be honest with you, but Justin Shorter does play.
He's more like an X though, right? Henderson.
No, he outside, bro.
What did I say? X, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Faded. my bad. Go ahead. Oh, and Jacoby George is the guy I was talking about too. That was the name I couldn't quite pop up. He's one of the three amigos: Romello Brinson, Rashard.
What's up with Brinson?
Jacoby George. Brinson, but he was out a lot of the spring with an injury still. I expect him to play a role this year. Probably backing up. Still, I think all of those guys except George. I think George, in our 3 wide sets, he'll be starting outside. I think
Zay wants to play inside. That's the weird thing about it. I think there's some people that mention him playing slot. I'm just like, nah, like he's just not a slot.
Yeah. Definitely not. I think Brinson has the best hands But like I said, some of the injuries and stuff set him back. I think he's a legit 6'1", 6'2". So he's a guy that's gonna, I think, contribute more next year. But I do think you'll see him get some burn this year as well.
Who is Van Dyke's main favorite target in spring?
Restrepo.
Yeah,
that's his roommate.
What you said about Restrepo?
No, Restrepo. You know what Restrepo is?
That's his main target.
He the next. I mean, you just asked who his favorite was, right?
Right, I was saying. So that's his favorite.
The same thing they said about Braxton Berrios. That's racism. It's going. It is what it is. It is what it is. If he gets it,
nice little safety valve. It might be a nice little safety valve, man.
That's
right.
Guy,
I think you should see a lot of tight ends.
And even with Braxton Berrios, wasn't Amar Richards the guy?
Amar only played 1 year.
Well, okay, you're right there.
Amar, we ended up losing him. Braxton was a very reliable guy. He just happened to be pale. You know, he had one of the best punt returns.
He was explosive, but I think Braxton proved his shit early.
He used to whoop our ass that year, man. The wide receivers did a
Braxton Berrios Braxton Berrios proved he belonged early though. It wasn't like.
And he's actually like.
Well, I'm just saying if Restrepo was the. Oh yeah,
Berrios. Berrios.
No people don't know because he's like blonde and stuff. So a lot of people know.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still be Caucasian Hispanic, man. Like you can still be white Hispanic. If there's black Hispanics, there's definitely white Hispanic. So he could be a white Hispanic.
No, people just probably
just my homeboy Ryan, man.
Judge is straight to Caucasian. But I was just saying if Restrepo was number one, and I can't even ready to talk shit because we already know my receiver room is just saying that's his number one target, then.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get better on the outside. I agree, but I think that'll be his safety valve kind of guy. You need a guy like Keyshawn Smith to step up in the way that we thought he could. He's shown flashes, hasn't shown consistency to just grab that spot at wide receiver. And I think you're going to see a lot of 2 tight end sets because these guys aren't proving themselves as much at wide receiver. And I like us with Mallory and Elijah Arroyo. It's a big money season for Mallory, so hopefully he can take it where he needs to as well.
TJ, who your top wide receiver?
Exactly.
I don't know because seriously, because we had so many we brought in the transfers, so I can't really say. We brought in 4 new transfers with Michael Pittman, Wright, and it's probably gonna be Winston Wright. Winston Wright was a 1,000-yard receiver. He had 1,000-yard receiver yards at West Virginia, 10+ touchdowns. It'll probably be Winston Wright, the kid that had the.
Is he gonna be the wreck, right?
Right, correct. So word is he's good to go for camp. Now, of course, we're going to see once camp goes how he's moving and that type of deal. So if I were gun in my head, I'll see Wright at this point in time, but I'm going to be cautiously optimistic due to the injury and see how he develops. So the first couple weeks of camp will probably tell that story about who will be who's going to be the go-to guy and one of the guys that Jordan Travis will be relying heavily on. But Winston Wright, he was a huge get for us in the portal, but that injury kind of set him back. Savannah, man, I'm telling y'all boys, y'all been on the scoreboard lately.
Y'all been on the scoreboard against Miami.
Ever since Larry Young said they ain't had no talent, they
did. That's what they needed. That the battery in their bag.
Yeah, they need you to hate on them.
Proud, baby. Make proud. I'll be out there all weekend. I don't mind. Friday nights is usually free for me, baby. I got time, baby. Y'all gonna make us proud. I'm gonna be out there acting up. Okay, me and my man Croman Hogg, even if you going to FSU, dog, I'm gonna still go out there and watch you shine, baby.
But yeah, so I will say Winston Wright right now, but we'll see how things progress in camp and how he's feeling. I wish we, of course, crazy situation, but wish the injury didn't happen, just for the simple fact of going through a spring practice and that type of deal. Because I do believe those 15 practices, even though they're just 15, they're key 15s. It's a big piece, to not be out there for practice. But it's amazing for the recovery that he's done, just to be in a situation to even play this season. So a testament to his hard work to get back.
And I think Cream rises to the top. Pause. Like ultimately, if you like that, you will come back and you'll jump some of the guys that got those spring reps ahead of you because you were out injured. Obviously, it'll hinder you. But
they ain't got a best guy, so he should be able to
right. That's what I'm saying. So if he's better, he should just be able to jump over some of these other people that just happen to be ahead of him at the moment because of the injury.
Right.
Speedy recovery to the young man. I hope he's absolutely ready to go for the season.
Yeah, they got Wolverine shit technology with
Nowadays, right?
Yeah, they fix people quick, man. Shit's crazy.
Let's see. I kind of gave some of my big three stuff, but didn't touch on the biggest news. Obviously, was the commitment from 5-star offensive tackle Francis Mauigoa. Originally out there, way out the west, but he is at IMG. He is the number 1 O tackle, number 9 in the nation right now, and number 3 in the state of Florida. Huge get for us. He was a guy, Silk. He put the battery in my back to go ahead and crystal ball him, 51-49, and turned out good. Huge commitment, man. Huge commitment, and again, it goes back to relationships. Those guys recruiting him out of Oregon, so he already had, that relationship going with them. I heard Silk say on Stadium Miguel, he's talking about the head coach for Notre Dame. He's like, yo, if we're just gonna keep it a bean, he's a cool black guy. It's gonna help him on the trail, I think likewise for us, having some of those Polynesian connections,
it only helps so damn much.
Are going to help, right? Exactly. So
that's
funny.
I had a cool black guy before.
Yeah. You need a blend, right? You need a little bit of everything. Because
that cool black guy better win some damn games.
Some of the Canes fans, and they were like, when The Rock shouted out Francis Mauigoa, right? Boy. He shouted him out, and people was like, he called him uncle. He said, yo, thanks, uncle. And people was like, that's his uncle? I was like, bro, they say uncle like we say uncle, bro.
Yeah,
like elder that's not really, a part of the family, but, respect given and that type of thing. So I don't think The Rock is his actual uncle. But yeah, some of those ties that we had there, him and Joe Salavea, that was another guy that he called on, but that was just, again, same way that
if it is his uncle, we're gonna hear about it every Saturday.
Same way Silk called us Uncle Silk. Same way I timeline Black Twitter nicknamed me Unc back in the day. It's just that guy that you could just kind of relate to.
No, you can't name yourself shit. That's a thing too.
That's a fact. Yeah, the people gave me that nickname, so it's funny because some people thought I was copying off of you. I was like, nah, at the time I've been calling me Unc. All the young bulls was.
I haven't cornered the Uncle market, bro. Like, come on,
there's a lot of Uncs out here.
My shit is bid off of Uncle Luke. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit, nobody owns this shit, man.
But good gift for us. He kind of spoke to the relationships that was already built. So that helped us a lot in that particular recruiting. Outside of that, let's see, got a couple of 5 stars still out there. Already brought up the barbecue on the 30th. I guess I kind of through us cross talking, I did most of it. Just real quick, we like I said, we don't put a lot of stock in all this stuff, but Jalen Rashada did get strongest arm superlative at the Elite 11. So it's just something just a little tidbit, nothing too crazy. You can take from all of that stuff. And I saw a graphic come across the timeline because this is something we spoke on a few times, is, we keep hearing about how Mario and Alex are these, O-line gurus. And even myself was a little ignorant as to like why they would necessarily get that stamp. And I saw a graphic come out, and Mario, as either a head coach or an offensive line coach, has had 12 NFL offensive line drafted. Alex Mirabal, 12 years as an O-line coach, has had 4. So that would have overlapped with Mario, obviously. And then Josh Gaddis, as a offensive coordinator, has had 9 NFL offensive linemen drafted. So, Josh goes back to Alabama, Michigan, and now he's over with us. So they do, they can put that feather in their cap a little bit. I wasn't 100% on, why they would consider these gurus, because I didn't have the names necessarily attached outside of Penei Sewell. I knew Oregon had done pretty decent with some other old linemen, but maybe not as the bigger names. And so I spoke briefly a little bit earlier about, some of the other 5 stars I think that we could get in this class. One name I didn't bring up though was David Hicks is a guy that I still think is we made his top group. I think he sticks in Texas. I think Texas is building some steam there, so I think he ends up a Longhorn. If not A&M, my reason I picked Longhorns is that A&M just brought in a really great defensive line class. So I think he'll look at maybe this playing opportunities at Texas, be a little quicker. Samson Okunlola, I still feel really good about him. I think he could possibly be one of my next commits. And I mentioned Janelle Aguero already. The one other 5-star that didn't bring up that I don't really get a good beat on this kid, Nicholas Harbor. I just really think he's focused on going pro in track and field, which can't knock him. I mean, you don't rattle your brain around. The money can be bigger at football, but if you play it right, man, he could make a lot of money. This guy's lightning fast, especially at that size. And the reason he didn't come down to his visit for Miami is he had like a Junior Olympics finals run. So he skipped out on that. He's a kid that right now, because he's really you're not getting a lot of information about him leaning to one school or another. He's a kid that I think may end up just going pro in track and field. And I wouldn't blame him. Like I said, say your brain, bro. You ain't got to rattle it around as much. And, if you're the elite of the elite at that level, of that sport, there's a lot of money to be made that way as well. So we'll see if we eventually get him down. I think there's still a chance of that, but you just don't have a lot of information to go on with that guy. That's it pretty much from us.
No doubt. Man. Speaking of CTE, let's do this first. DeSantis. We're doing national news. Shout out to DeSantis, man. Ron DeSantis signs bill requiring Florida students and professors to register their political views with the state.
That makes no fucking sense.
None. What is that? What do you think that is? So you usually got a conspiracy mind. What you got there? I don't know.
Bro, I think it's a recurring theme of just like stripping away rights, man. Like I don't want to get deep into my shit, but if you pay attention, it's a recurring theme of just causing chaos by just stripping away rights, and like even from the Roe versus Wade, whatever your stance on it is. Like every time we turn on the news, some new shit that's coming up, like that pretty much to me is infringing on your just privacy and shit, or just like what the fuck you want to do in your personal life. That's just my shit, and you could take it as you want, but I just think there's a lot of that shit going on right now.
Well, it's got to be something,
and it's. I think division and chaos is something they like to keep going.
Too. Yeah, division and chaos, and like you said, just I don't know, seems like a control the narrative type of deal, also.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
It ain't a conspiracy when it's got to make some kind of sense at the end. Because why does it matter? You never had to give up any political affiliations previous to this. As a student, professors and students, like, what are we talking about? Why? That's always been a very private thing, right? Like, even amongst friends, you don't go there per se. I know my friends.
Everybody do that shit now. Like, right. It used to be a thing. It used to be a culture of like a certain, like it was not classy. You know what I'm saying? To talk about your political. Yeah. Now that shit normal. Like Twitter, everywhere you go, people gonna let you know that
shit like your blood a crib flag, man.
Yeah, it is.
What you flagging? Yeah,
it is division. That's all it is. It's, whatever. All of them on the same team, but
right. That's what it really
go ahead. Go ahead. What you about to say, Larry?
No, I was saying, you actually made a great point, is that shifted. It used to be something that we kept way more private. And again, even amongst friends, we just didn't get into those conversations. But in this headline,
I had to reel my shit back. I can get my shit off, but you can't. I reel my shit back. It's a certain, just get some advice, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to stand on, like, I think most people understand what I stand on. As far as my coach and all that shit, but at a certain point, like And everybody's journey is part where like you gotta get some action done, you know what I'm saying? And just screaming your beliefs and opinions about every single subject that come across the timeline is useless. You know what I'm saying? Especially out the wild. We all know what everybody's standing on. Not everybody, but just gotta be productive with that shit. It's a waste of energy and hot air, you know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. I went through that, when the whole George Floyd incident happened, and I saw a lot of people were just capitalizing on an opportunity to talk a lot. And I was like, well, okay, what's our actionable items? What are we going to do locally? I went out locally and tried to find these things. And, I signed up this, I signed up that. There was no feedback. I was like, bro, what are we doing? I'm telling you, look, I'm single with no kids. What do you want me to do? How can
I was married with kids and still out here like trying to figure it out. And then you just start realizing, because I did the same thing you did, protest, did all of that. But at a certain point, like you're just like, all right, man, and we're gonna get back to the
just
the
huffing and puffing.
But yeah, like it's so much of like, because we were talking about keeping your views and all that somewhat like private. At some point, bro, like you more like you're vulnerable. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like you don't know who's looking at your thoughts and opinions and disagree with them, but you got all your information and your thoughts and views out there to the public to just dissect and act on it as they will. You feel me?
Right.
Anywho, Larry, your shit.
Real quick, I don't want to. The headline includes in this article, and this is something that I know I've said, and I'm sure you guys have echoed as well. Is follow the money. It says here, universities may lose funding if staff and students' beliefs do not satisfy Florida's GOP-run legislature.
That's fucking crazy, yo. That's
insane.
That's dog. That's ridiculous.
Y'all, my quick political stance is power to the
bullying.
people. Man.
That shit is bullying.
Power to the people.
That's literally
we letting too few run too much. That's ridiculous.
They said legislator pointing out will also make it easier for groups like KKK or the Proud Boys to hold events on campus.
It's nuts, man. This world feels upside down to me.
In addition to the survey, the bill also prevents officials from limiting campus speech that may be uncomfortable, disagreeable, or offensive.
Man, yeah, it feels like you said, without getting into deep political bags, that's not what we do here. I'm not a politician. I'm not a person that even believes in the system that we have in place. Well, I do believe in it. I believe it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Which again is why I want more power to us. It's just another situation where we're letting a few grab up way too much power and then dictate over the many. This is definitely just doesn't feel right to me. It feels like maybe one of those stories because this story is a little bit not old. This is actually from the 23rd of June, and you don't hear it. It should be screamed about right now. Like, what are they doing? Why should I have to report any type of political allegiance? What's that got to do with my education? That's not what we're here for. It's just, keep your eyes open, pay attention. Seems like another opportunity for these people to try to snatch up more power away from you, the American citizen. So that's my little take on it. I won't get, like I said, I won't get too deep. That's why I'll leave it right there.
No doubt. All right, man. We was talking about CT a little earlier. I want to just keep it on point since we're talking a little Florida. And that dude, that's a Florida bill. It's a Florida show. So figured we'd go and knock that out. But Demaryius Thomas, man, and his CT. Rest in peace to that brother, man. And condolences again to the family and everybody around, all his family and friends, man. But severe case, man, of CTE.
At age 33.
At age 33.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, my son about to play tackle football this fall.
We're talking about a receiver. Now, we're talking about a receiver here now. We're not talking about a trench guy, linebacker, running back that's banging. Now, we're talking about a receiver. This shit is this.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna be the only receiver. I think I don't want to get.
I'm saying it's not a position. I'm just trying to say the age is not a position that bangs all the time. It's just kind of uncharted waters to see. I think
like some of the severe hits that they be taking though, like some of the hits that Antonio Brown has taken, I know, like has rattled his brain.
I agree.
Shots.
We see those shits on the highlighter screen. The trenches, it's a lot of shit.
It's constant.
It's constant. That's my main takeaway from that. But you're right. It is some bad shots that these receivers do take. But
Quan took,
I guess
that shot that Anquan took was like
broke his jaw.
It was fucking filthy. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was scary on some real shit. So the receivers be taking, so this is not as constant as the lineman. But man, my son about to play tackle football this fall, and I've been holding him back just for like this type of shit, man. Just like that brain, somebody with a brain injury, bro, that shit's fragile, man.
And that's been my biggest take on that, especially with playing kids, these playing football that early. And I've had this argument many a times within my household, man. But like when you say, for instance, he is lucky enough to play after high school ball, go college, just that, another. Like if I'm looking at the big picture in the long run, what I want my son to do, you adding so many years of that's my career, brother. The thunder in the back, that's me, bro.
Oh no, go ahead. No. I saw something in the chat. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Now you're just adding years of constantly banging, and that those years add up when you go from little league at an early age, middle school, high school, college, if you're lucky, pro, like all of that shit adds up with multiple years of banging. Right. So if you could cut out the early years of banging, because these kids aren't they're not fundamentals are rarely taught at that age in the first place. So if you get your kid in flag and learn the ins and outs, how to actually play football, the fundamentals of football, how to move and do things in regards
agility, skills,
right?
Like that shit,
all
soccer,
of that shit
like
is
all that shit for sure.
Footwork. So if you get all of that skill set in flag, so if you can focus on that and take away the pounding and the banging of the football, and once that come on, it'd be natural for them. You can cut that time out as far as just banging. So that's my takeaway on that as far as putting kids in it too early.
That just goes to show the seriousness of the violence of this game. You know, I really don't remember Demarius being a guy, because he was a big guy for one, as a guy that got his bell rung a ton of times. I do recall a couple of concussions in his career, but you know, you're talking about a guy that was like a legit 6'3", 6'4" kind of guy,
225.
Big athletic, muscular type dude. I don't remember him taking too many. I remember him at
Georgia Tech, matter of fact.
Right, he followed up Calvin Johnson. They had that quick little, you know, it's like, man, these guys are pumping out some monstrous size kind of guys. But
yeah, he had a car accident as well in 2019.
Okay,
so that may have contributed to it as well.
You're right.
Yeah, a lot of details.
And I think because we're learning about CTE, you know, I think the more we learn is kind of could be the same as something like addiction, right? Like one person may be able to literally do a drug one time and walk away, and another person may do it and be hooked, right? So with the CTE thing, we're still learning, you know, what trauma can be, you know, how damaging to each individual. You know, you said a car wreck. I can recall a few concussions.
No, they say that he had some concussions. Just reading this
article. The bad thing with CTE.
How many you got there? I'm flying off top.
The bad thing with CTE that has to change. I'm not sure how it can.
Can't find nothing until they did.
Correct. Right. Until you do the autopsy of the brain, you don't know extent.
They say he was stage 2.
Yeah.
Stage 2.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, you know, again, you know, because you got to go through a guy's whole career. And he probably played
got to pinpoint different things.
19 years, something like that.
And then we got to take it back to a lot of this shit. We just talk about what we see. A lot of this shit don't really happen in games and stuff too. You go through practices and all that type of stuff too. You get your bell rung.
Reading this article though,
like that.
Yeah, I want to make sure we just like, you know what I'm saying, like people
give it its proper due.
Well, yeah, as far as just trying to pinpoint something that we saw in the game, like we got to shed light that a lot of we only see a portion of, you know, the physical stuff these players go through, not kids, grown men.
They was able to get his CTE, like we spoke in like post death, but a cause of death has not yet been determined by the coroner's office in Fulton, Georgia. However, Boston University's doctors believe Thomas died from a seizure at his home, according to New York Times. He had 2 different conditions in parallel, said Dr. Ann McKee, the neuropathologist who studied Thomas' brain. McKee added in the interview with ABC News, CTE itself does not cause death. You don't die from CTE. What CTE does, it changes your behavior and your personality.
You start doing shit that can cause death. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I mean,
it can make you suicidal.
It's like a concussion. Like
Yeah,
concussion.
thought process. Yeah.
I mean, they don't know you got CTE until you're dead. So while you
Right.
got it, you just don't know what the hell going on. Like mental illness is pretty much a lot of that shit. Somebody that rung their bell before, dog. Like I know the vibes of that shit. Junior Seau dealt with something similar.
Right.
He had CTE, but he ended up committing suicide. So while like you don't die from CTE, it changes your behaviors and can cause like death. But they saying his cause of death was from a seizure.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. But they
rest in peace, DT, man. Real good dude from all accounts. Just the stories of former players and things like that. When at that point in time when he did die, it touched a lot of people, man. So rest in peace, DT.
They said he was struggling to find balance with his seizures medication, but also showing signs of CTE, which include memory loss, paranoia. That's his mom. His mom said his mood would change and he would isolate himself sometimes. He was like, "Mom, I don't know what's going on with my body. You know, I got to get myself together." Yeah, he was going through it, bro. It's just like the same.
And that's another, and that kind of goes to the, it kind of ties to the conversation we had with Crow, just by a lot of the shit these cats go through post ball. Like, man, we look at the money they're making, the glitz and the government. People go through it after football, man. So.
You said that though, but go check out Crow IG page, man. He just took a flight to somewhere. I don't know what type of plane it was.
One thing about it, but the money is the money,
bro.
Right?
they had king size beds they was laying on this flight, bro.
Yeah,
nice.
Bro, go check his page. I was like, bro,
he was on OVO shit. He was on Drake shit. Air Drake.
Man, he was on Air Crow Marty, bro.
Crow did play ball, man. He tapped in with Texas too, man. So
man, Crow was on Soul Plane, cause I'm telling you.
No.
Go check out his page. Y'all want to see Soul Plane? Like he had a bed, like a living room set, all that shit.
And I'll tell y'all why I had that face. Why I made that face real quick, CJ, because somebody I seen in the comments on YouTube was like Miami recruiting recap. Bro, we just did a show. We only got one more commit, which was like there's only been one more. We hot. We ain't got. Listen, we're hot.
No, I think he was being sarcastic. I think he was being sarcastic saying the whole segment. I think he showed up late and was just saying that's the segment.
Maybe that's why I was like, that's why I made the face. I was like, bro, I don't. What else want to tell you? We're number 1 in the state. We're number 9 in the nation. Last time we did a show, we had 2 4-star recruits. This time we got 5. You know, hey, just vibe, baby. You know, that's what we do. I told y'all when we got Mario, I anticipated this, and now it's happening. Remember, at first I said I didn't think we was going to get him. I said, give me somebody outside of it.
Said you anticipated it.
But no. I'm saying, listen.
Oh, you talking about the coach? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, before I said we weren't even going to get Mario.
I thought you were talking about recruiting. My bad.
Yeah. But once we got Mario, I said, oh, okay, we got Mario. I think we finished top in the state because previously I just didn't think we would open up the wallets. And I knew that's what it was going to take.
It's a marathon. We'll see.
Yeah.
I've seen Willie jump out, you know, and then I've been like people like all this is new, bro. Florida State had my ass in the fucking chokehold, bro. Like I done been before, bro.
Willie.
They had me in a chokehold, dog. You know?
I know those roads.
Hey, knock a Dan. Willie was balling on the trail, and Dan was just doing goofy ass shit that first year.
They was killing us. They was killing. Even from like when they first signed, like the first little kid, even the kids that don't matter at that point, but they got some wins.
Yeah, you know we
Willie had them looking so bad though. I think it's the thing. Like it just looked disorganized.
Everything was perfect.
Like, that shit was smooth until like you heard rumors behind the scenes, but as far as his recruiting.
No, I'm talking about the games, right? Because
that's it.
The games are told. Hey, let's move on, bro. Fuck all shit, man.
All right, my bad.
Goddamn, man. Don't ruin my
You gotta move on, bro.
You're right. Next story.
You can't hear what you don't reveal, CJ. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
So what we doing?
What we got next?
I think we got a couple more nationals.
Deshaun Watson, man. Them boys signed Jacoby Brissett just for a little backup, but it's hearing that Deshaun Watson's only gonna get about 6 games, which is a deal.
Okay. Yeah, bitch. I wouldn't try to.
I thought he was getting
protest. Somebody give me. I'm walking out. I'll take it right now.
Take that 6. Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking fair enough.
It's like Nino Brown getting 12. It's like Nino Brown getting 12 months.
Give it to me right now. Let's do it.
He gave Nino Brown a year, bro.
They got right back out there. That's crazy.
He ain't make it out. Remember, old boy?
He make it
let him get them streets no more.
Old man
said, nah. Street justice.
He was the Nino Brown of the masseuses, so it's like Nino Brown getting a year, bro.
Yeah. I was thinking a year long.
According to my theory, this is more than fair. I think this is more than fair. Going back to what we spoke on the other show.
Shout out to his attorney.
If the Texans had inside information, I'm like, well, wait a minute. Then what was being done that was so wrong? There's definitely some cloudiness in all of this. So at the end of the day, if ultimately, they're deciding that, hey man, you just kind of made the league look a little bad, we're gonna give you 6 games. I think that's fair enough.
Right.
That's just my gut feeling on it. And we may not get much more information out of this situation, although he did say he wanted the settlements to be public record, so we may be able to go in and dig in and get a little more information. So
he said he wanted them to be public?
Yeah. He said he wanted it public. So I think he was saying,
terrible.
I'm gonna go ahead and kick y'all his bread.
What point are you trying to prove with that? Nah, keep that shit private.
I don't want to know how much y'all paying these hoes at all. Don't tell me how much I'm paying.
Like, proving a point to the public, don't trust me, man. These people don't care. They just want to be in your business, bro. I would not make.
Yeah, I mean, look at Big Ben.
Right.
Look at Big Ben. He had rape accusations, right? And this ain't even hit. This is in that ballpark, but it's not the same exact thing.
Right.
He went out there and won football game, won Super Bowls, and the average, especially Steelers fan, be like, what rate? Who, what? Get out there and do your thing, and people just tend to not care. Sadly, if it is true.
No, Vic could have got that one game. They're gonna bring up the puppies. Well, yeah, it's a little difference. Man. It's a difference now.
The puppies is different, man.
The women, the regular women.
What? Let's move on. Let's move on.
Next question, please.
Next question.
That's insane. That's a wild take, Larry.
That is what I said.
It's who they are. It's who they are more. It's who they are more than the puppy or the rape, right?
Hello.
It's just more who they are. You know what I'm saying?
I got to take.
We'll put it
on the Patreon show one day. But
I can't do it
on this.
I feel you. Delivery just keeps you from being canceled. You can say anything you want to say. You just got to figure out the delivery of it. That's
pretty
what I
good. But I just want to play.
That's the thinking process.
That's the thinking process. So some of the shit you may want to think out before you just. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me. I'm off the drill. Spell my favorite comic, man. But
For
they
sure.
keep trying to cancel him, so.
They can't because the delivery's on point, man. Not enough people are gonna be mad. Actually, that's kind of brilliant what he said.
Yeah, when you sit back, and think about it. All right, see,
rest in peace, Hank Goldberg.
Absolutely,
Larry. You was a little upset about like the lack of activity and trendiness of this.
I just you said you saw it. I'm not a person that gets too deep into my timeline, but yeah, Hank Goldberg was an absolute broadcasting legend. I want to make sure, we took the time to just give him his flowers. Unfortunately, he has passed, but Hank was ESPN GOAT. Goes way back to the days when ESPN was actually Fly to Me. Heavy in football. He was probably the only guy that mattered as far as horse racing went. He was heavily involved on that side as well. So
getting them bets off.
Miami media legend. You just just want to make sure we took the time on a show that concentrates on sports in general, just to give Hank his due. Condolences to the family, and may his legacy live on.
Already.
Rest in peace.
Donald Trump's about to be on Joe Rogan.
Oh man,
tune in. Looking forward.
Hate him or love him. He's entertaining.
They get my click.
Oh, I'm definitely listening.
They got my click, boy. I'm sold.
Hate him or love him. This is gonna be a phenomenal interview. You gotta remember,
it's about to be a two-part diss. He about to light some shit up. He about to
that's the thing, though. I know the clips gonna hit the timeline, so I ain't even gonna worry about it. I know the gems, the real.
You gonna take the short form. That's how I am with verses.
Joe
that's how I am with verses.
Joe gonna throw him some softballs, but Trump about to get in his shit. Boy, everybody been talking greasy on Twitter because his shit it's bigger than Twitter, right? Like it's just gonna touch the people real quick. And way bigger than, man. I think this is gonna be loud. It's gonna be interesting. I know he's gonna come at the social media folks. He may say that he's gonna run again. Who knows, dog? But I am tuning in. I'm interested in Trump when he's not the president. When he leading shit, he ain't really the vibes. You know what I'm saying? But if he's just entertaining, yeah, I'll tune in and check him out. And I'm a big Joe Rogan fan, so
he's this is one of those long format shows too. Because Joe, now he'll probably try to shorten it a little bit.
You know, I like them long formats.
But Joe tends to go long format. So I think the least we'll get is an hour and a half.
Joe gets you comfortable, cuz.
Yeah. I think that's the shortest version we get.
Loud TJ to the storm.
Oh, goddamn. There you go with that crow. I wonder if Crow know that now.
Crow flying on a cold plane, man. You think Crow still got bad? Crow flying on
that. But see, having bad in his sense wasn't really bad. Brother was just moving around a lot, you know.
That's true.
You know, getting the best while you're moving is tough to do.
You got the pick six, right? We're gonna wait for CJ to come back.
Yeah, let's see. Oh no, he lost the power, he says. So yeah, we're gonna have to go without C. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a pick six and get out of here because he may not be able to get back in the show. So
all good.
Let's see. Let me pull that list up. I know the first one I had.
We're gonna finish with all three. One of these motherfuckers like weeks.
Oh, we normally do.
Yeah, just storm,
passed out,
sleep. You know, like
something, right?
You know,
something, right? All right. We got you got your Jordan 1 or your Jordan 3.
That's tough, man. I only like the one. I don't like a lot of flavors in one. I just like the white ones because I don't really like do the Air Forces. So that's my vibe. I like the white ones. I don't like to get into all the flipping colors. I do got a pair of orange and blue ones just because shout out to Gator Kicks, they shot me some. But other than that, bro, I don't really get really funky with the ones. So I'm gonna go threes.
Yeah, I like ones. I like the real plain basic look of them. But I also like that same thing with the threes. So my pick, I'm gonna go threes as well. I think threes provide a little bit more comfort as well. Easy, our producer, one of our producers, he went ones. I like ones, so this is a little tough for me. I just find
2 pair of white ones. I always get 2 pair of white ones, man. Whenever they drop, I'm going to get them 2 pair of white ones, man. But I don't really get into all the colorways because I don't know, bro. It's just not really how I dress, you know, like in the way they mix. Even one like the way they mix the colors on those. It's too much going on for me, man. I'm a little bit more chill than that.
I feel you. That's just team colors for me. And I like the orange laces. I'm glad.
Even if it was red and black, I don't want them. Like it's too much going on.
And I'm not a big dunk
with
guy.
That shoe.
I'm not a big dunk guy.
Don't like dunks.
The tongues is too fat on lows. I like them on the mids. I mean the high tops, but not big on the lows. But I do want those. So anybody listening that can plug me in with those Miami dunks, please holler at me.
In my bag is I go Jordan 1s, and if I do want Air Force 1s, I get the low Air Force 1s, not the mids or the highs. Just get the lows.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, with ones, I don't think that's a thing. Like Air Force 1s. All right, let's do a little food. Pizza or sushi?
Pizza all day.
Really? Thought you'd be a sushi guy. I'm sushi.
Nah,
man.
Bro, pizza. I love. Like I found a vegan pizza spot that just that just made my life for real.
See,
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I figured when I made this, I was like, well, let me think of something that is still eating, right? So I was like, he can get his vegan pizza and he can get sushi. And I thought you were gonna go sushi on this one, man.
Nah, bro, I love pizza. It's just hard to find a good vegan pizza. I was out in Chicago and got a vegan deep dish out there. It was like next level. But the spot I just found over is called Sprouties, man, in North Palm Beach. Bro, it tastes the cheese, the meat, all of it. Me. I'm gonna say to me. I do want to say to me because I haven't eaten meat in forever. So I don't want you going there and be like, man, this man be lying. So my taste buds is not y'all taste buds. All the way 100 with y'all.
But there's levels to because I've eaten some vegan stuff and it's been like, all right,
It's
this
some
shit
good junk
is
food spots
god
out there.
awful, and some of it has been like, hey, this is
Right.
some really good food.
Yeah.
So you know,
Just find
you
the
still
good. I don't like to find the vegan spots that's just junk food no more, right? Like it's a couple spots called it's a spot called Planter. Like they have vegan burgers, but when you bite in that joint, it ain't no Beyond Burger. It's like beans. Like they really, you see, like if you get a beet burger, when you bite into it, and they mimicking like the red meat or whatever with it, but
I don't like them. I'd rather
you don't taste the beet though. It's just the actual like some of these people are very good with what they do and the way they manipulate beet. Yeah.
Oh,
so they use that. Yeah, they'll grind up beet and make it out of a patty, right? And then when you bite into it, you get that rare looking look of like red. They manipulate the food, man. Some of these vegan people are very, crafty with what they be doing with this shit, man, with jackfruit and whatever.
I never had a burger out of the beet. I had the black bean burgers, and I like those better than I like the Beyond Meat. I don't like the Beyond Meat.
Most of these vegan spots are doing that. Like these little ones that pop up the food trucks, they're just getting Beyond Meat from wherever and just throwing vegan cheese on it. They ain't really like the traditional vegan spots, the mom and pop spots. People waking up 4 a.m. creating shit from scratch, and then they're gonna be closed by like 5, 6 in the afternoon because they've been up so early.
Right.
Anywho, man, enough of my vegan shit.
It's all good, baby.
Pescatarian. I'm not vegan.
Yeah. We was in the same bag. Here's a good one. Big or J?
Damn, you fucked me on that one, boy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Damn.
It's a good one.
Jay, my favorite rapper all time, but Big got my favorite rap song all time. Juicy is my favorite rap song. That's the song that made me fall in love with hip hop.
That's a good one.
I was an R&B little kid, man. When I heard Juicy, that shit hit different, man.
You know what though? Think about that. Think about the blend of that song, because that song is very R&B laced.
Yes.
On the beat side.
Yes.
It's very similar to the original.
That shit's like the epitome of hip hop, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was all a dream. You know what I'm saying? Like poverty to like just putting your dogs on, the family on. That's just the epitome of hip hop, man. I heard that shit. It was just different, but. Big died early, man. Jay gave me a long catalog, bro, and I think he's the GOAT, bro. So you know what I'm saying. I gotta go Hove, man, but that's a tough one.
I'm gonna go Hove too, but Big and you gotta give so much respect to Big. Is that Big has some of my favorite hip hop songs in really only 2 albums. He only gave 3 if you want to kind of count. The second album is a double disc, and I mean it was enough material, but still, 2 projects. He still produced some of my absolute favorite hip hop music ever, and this from a guy that initially, because I was from the South, and a lot of the South was riding with the West at that time. During this whole East-West beef, I had to give it up. Like, yo, this dude is nice, man. But I'm gonna go Jay,
man. When you cut that big shit on right now, boy, I don't care. Like, I remember I play that shit for my kids. Like I told them they gotta play Juicy at my funeral. That's my shit. My will. Yeah, you gotta play Juicy at my. I want everything to say in the church too. Fuck all you hoes. Get a grill. All that to ring off. Don't blurp shit. None of my shit out. Let it ring off.
Let's be real. This is who he was. Let's do it, man.
Man.
Let's do it how he would want it.
But Big was timeless, man. Them bars, the way he said, he was ahead of his time as well as timeless, man. Yeah, like the way he set up rap bars. He was pioneering some shit, man. The way he told stories was crazy. Rest in peace to Big, man. Going way before his time, man.
25, man. Him and Park. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah,
all right, this one be a little easier. The 9 milli or the 4.5?
Never owned a 9, so I go 4.5.
The 4.5?
Never owned a 9. Glock 40, 45.
As I got
380. When I was living real ratchet.
I got my mom at 380.
You gotta you can hide at 380 places, man.
Yeah. It's
just a jam on you, so you gotta be careful.
She almost brought her 380 in the hospital because we went through the metal detector. She said, "Oh, I know what set the metal detector off." And then she showed me the gun. I said, "Give me that gun, lady." And she reaches in the purse and is about to hand me the gun. I said, "No, give me the whole bag." Give me a shot.
Felony. I get a charge.
As a guy that has both, I'm gonna go 4 or 5 as well. Like a lot of people don't understand, like the heavier the gun, a lot of times the less of that recoil you actually feel. So I like
right.
how the 45 shoots a little bit better than the 9. The 9's a little, in most cases, going to be a little more compact, easier to carry. But I do enjoy a smoother shot of a 45.
I'm not a big weapon guy, bro. Like I do this shit, but I have them, but I'm not.
Me either.
That's
I
not
don't
my
like
bag,
guns.
bro. Yeah,
I don't like guns.
I like protecting myself.
Evil.
Right,
That's
I'm a peaceful guy by nature these days, bro.
That's all I want to do. All I want to do is go in,
grab you one, have you one, protect yourself for sure. But don't live by die by that motherfucker like that.
Yeah, I ain't with all that shit.
Already.
Going back to childhood a little bit on this one. Detention or suspension, man?
For my cheeks and the ass whooping I'm gonna get if I'm suspended when I get home. The detention ass whooping gonna be different than the suspension ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go detention. Give me the detention. I can't take a suspension to the crib. My pops can tear some shit up, boy.
Man, listen.
You might get your ass beat every day with detention, cuz. Like,
I like what you said there. I like what you said there because detention, you could get away with detention without your folks even knowing.
Right.
Say, depending on depending on your school, I might get a homegirl to sign my mom's name.
Just lie, so you stand over for 2 days.
I stayed after for tutorial.
Whatever.
Get the homegirl to sign the name on it, and I'm good. But I used to enjoy suspension more just because, like, I'm ready to go from school, bro. I'm ready to go. When I had suspension, I just had to go to a different school. So it's like, well, it's still school. And I liked it because they would give me all my work at the same time. And
y'all didn't stay home for suspension?
You had to go to another school. It was called, back then, way back when, it was called Pearly Smith. So what would happen is you would get whatever your suspension is, and your teachers would send all your work over there. So you were responsible for getting to the school. So yeah, your moms and dads got to know then because it was way out of my way.
That's the dumbest shit ever.
They used to make us go for out of school suspension. We had in school suspension. I'm sorry. In school suspension was a trailer at the school, and out of school suspension.
I protested that shit one time.
I like both of them though, because
I
both of them teachers didn't care. Like if you were in school, they don't care, bro. Just be quiet. That's all they cared about. Do your work.
I'm tell you how I protest my shit. So
go ahead.
They had the system at our school where if you showed up late to school, right, the first period, the moment you're late, you in school suspension for the entire day.
Yes, sir. I did that on purpose.
I was usually on time and shit, right? So I wasn't no late moment. Like my dad didn't play that shit. So you got to school. But one day I show up on school late. I was so on time, I wasn't even used to the policy. I wasn't paying no attention. So I'm thinking I'm finna go in the office, get my little slip and go upstairs, not thinking like I gotta sit in the suspension all day. So the teacher tell me, the administrative lady tell me I had to go in school suspension. I was like, all right, whatever, bro. I get in there. I'm just like, how am I gonna get my work? They ain't got no work for me. Like, you just gotta sit in here to the end of the day. So I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna be doing in here? So I told the lady, I was like, hey man, if I can't get my schoolwork or if I can't do anything, I'm not just finna sit in this room the entire day. My car's outside because I was a senior. I'm like, my car is outside. I'm finna get in my car and go home. I'm not finna sit in here and not do nothing. So I got in my car, went home. Of course, they called Pops, but that's the one time Pops was just like, yeah, you making a lot of sense, man.
Yeah, you ain't gonna do nothing.
Y'all gonna suspend him, but like to have him in some limbo of at the school but not doing schoolwork, that makes no damn sense. But yeah, give me the detention shit. I can't take
that's crazy because
I can't take a suspension to the crib. I ain't never been suspended.
I know an ass whooping coming, boy. I had a couple of suspensions, not a lot. And again, like with my school, once you were late so many times, kind of like you were saying, you had to go in-house suspension, in-school suspension. So I would do that shit on purpose. Like, oh man, I had a project due. Coming in late, so I go late. They send me the in-school suspension. They would send me my work,
but they still give you the absence too. Like that's another thing too. The machine would still call your house like you was absent.
Oh, yeah.
So your parents think you skipped school. Like, no, I was in school suspension.
Right. I tell her that part, and then that would give me one more day to do that project. But they would send my work though. You wouldn't sit there and do nothing. They would tell the teacher, "Hey, Larry's in school," so they'll send over, whatever my assignments were. So I always took suspension over detention. I hated detention, bro. I'm like, man, I done missed this bus. Ain't nobody about to pick me up. I gotta walk a few miles home. This shit trash. All right, last one, we're gonna get out of here. CJ said we flawed for doing this without him. But sorry, brother, we didn't. We're trying to get the people what they want.
Wait,
but he said Easy said that in the private chat. Last one: Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, or Mike?
Bobby, bro.
Bobby the GOAT. Bobby the GOAT.
Gotta go Bobby, bro.
Gotta go Bobby, man. Bobby's the GOAT.
Gotta go big, go home, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, do it all, man. Live it up.
Yeah.
He's still here.
Yeah.
He's suffered through so many tragedies.
They lied on Bobby all these years. When I found out they lied on Bobby, man, all these years I thought, like watching my mom them carry on about him getting Whitney on drugs. When I found out Bobby was the victim, Bobby was the goddamn victim here, man.
Quite the opposite. And
I want to get Ike Turner's real story. We got Bobby Brown's real story. I want to get Ike Turner's real story, goddammit.
You know how I always question that? I tell all the young bucks I know, I'll be like, man, be careful with these women.
I kid, by the way. I'm not like advocating for
I know you can't
but Ike is a legend too. Like people know he's like the originator of rock and roll.
But Chuck Berry and all them?
Bro, look it up. Who originated rock and roll? Ike Turner. Just Google that shit. Okay. His names get lost in the sauce of being a woman beater, but he's done some historically great shit in the music industry, bro.
I'm gonna look that up. Man.
No doubt.
The other side.
The other side, man. Sometimes you got to get both sides of the story, man. I think Ike has admitted to that he was a piece of shit, but you know.
Right. Like,
that's all we know. Like, that's all we know.
Well, that's why you don't beat women, because that's what it is. Okay, what you do in this world, when you beat women, you're a woman beater. That's gonna be your final title. But,
that's a fact.
I tell the young bucks, man, be careful with these women, man, because every drug that I ever tried was behind a woman, man. It was behind a woman, man. Yeah, every single one. Besides weed, I don't count weed as a drug. Besides marijuana,
it's a drug. It's just from the earth, but it's medicine.
Yeah. But I don't count it. It's the one I discount. But other than that, every other thing that I tried,
herbs are used as medicine, drugs.
Because all you do what you do to it, just dry it out, right? Cocaine, you got to process it.
For sure.
With marijuana, just dry it out. That's it. Dry it, smoke it. Same
Appreciate
thing
the
like
love, Drew.
Same thing if when you okay. I was about to say same thing if you get parsley, oregano, all that, you just dry it and sprinkle it on your food.
For sure.
So yeah, be careful. So Bobby caught a bad rap for that. He was just as caught up in that whirlwind as a lot of us young men get into, man. So Bobby's the GOAT.
Bobby's
the big guy. Yeah, man. I guess we're gonna get up out of here, man. I got a song.
Yeah, we out of here. What you got? We need to start saying the song because everybody be asking us like, "What was the song?" So we need to start putting.
Yeah, we forget sometimes. That's our. We gotta get better on that one. This guy, he isn't exactly. He's not local or I would call him probably a little more underground. He gets like 100,000 listeners on Spotify. Is a guy I enjoy his music quite a bit. His name's Neek Bucks. Neek Bucks. And I'm gonna go with the song "Loaded," man. I think he has some really good projects. He's worked with some good people too, man. He's worked with Benny, he's worked with Dirk, so he's been out there a little bit, but not exactly like a big household name type guy.
No doubt.
"Loaded" by Neek Bucks, man.
Already, man. It's the roll up, it's the vibe. CJ Power went out, man. We're gonna keep kicking it each and every week, man. It's the biggest. We got some big interviews lined up at the Cushaws that we're gonna be announcing real soon. We got a tailgate in New Orleans. We're about to be announcing real soon. Put them tickets on sale by the end of this week. We kicking some shit, man. Y'all keep hanging out with us each and every week, man. We're gonna keep this thing going live as well, man. It's the roll up.
One.